We are live on the air. We in here. Welcome in to Auburn Addicts. Welcome to another episode of Have You Heard, aka Auburn News Today. I got my boy Nick Frazier from the Water Cooler Talk podcast. Everybody, what's up, Nick? Talk to me.
Going on? How y'all doing? We in it. Yeah. We back. Yeah.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing, man? Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right, man? It's great. Great to be back.
Yep. Happy to be here, man. Just happy to be here.
Yes.
Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here. What's going on, Nick? How you been doing, man?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling great, man. I just ordered the PS5. So
Okay.
It should be here sometime this week.
Okay.
And yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up,
crazy.
Man. Hey, that's good, man. That's good. You got the PS5. You getting ready.
Yeah,
Uncle Tim said, "What's up? What's up, Uncle Tim?
What's going on,
man?
Uncle Tim?
How you doing? Hey, that's what's up. Hey, man, I got some ratings for you, man. Since the game came out, I got my game up right here. I got the ratings. So if you want any of the actual player ratings, man, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go and hit that. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy though, the projections ratings we did, we was pretty close, man. Yeah, we was pretty close on a lot of them. Pretty close on a lot of them. We had some we overshot, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we was on deck, man. I got a piece of paper, dude, today because
a lot of them.
Man, we got the ratings, we got media days that happen, man. We got Big Cat weekend coming up next weekend.
Yep.
What's up, Bubba?
What's going on, Bubba? What's up, man?
Yeah. Okay. You been on it, Bubba? All right, man. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So yeah, you got Big Cat weekend coming up, man. We're gonna talk a little. We're gonna go to school again today. We're gonna kind of go to school. We're gonna try to keep it simple, man. We're gonna talk about personnel groupings today. What are they? What do they mean when people say, you know, like personnel, 12 personnel, you know, 13 personnel, that type of deal. We're gonna explain that so you know, people who are uneducated or maybe is not as smart, you know what I'm saying, as Bubba, Nick, and Asia, you know what I'm saying, in that area, then we can get them up. What else we got, man? Personnel groupings, man. Let's hit media days, man. Let's talk media days, man.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, media days just happened this past weekend. I mean, this past week, man. It was in Dallas, Texas. I didn't really get a chance to sit down and watch a lot of it. But I did get a chance to see some of the highlights of it. But I would rather sit down and watch it in depth so I can know exactly the nuance of how everything is going. But how was media days, man? Well, what was your thoughts?
Man, I enjoyed it. You know me. I'm a Hugh Freeze media guy. You know what I'm saying? I watch Hugh Freeze because he's gonna tell you what's going on with the team. Now, one thing I gleaned from Hugh Freeze, man, was very important. He said we should be able to run the ball this year. That was good. He said, because they asked him what would we be leaning on, what would he lean on as a strength, and then he was like, man, I think, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna be able to lean on running the ball this year, which, you know,
I don't think that's something that we know Auburn can't do. I mean, even when Auburn was not great, we were still able to run the ball. So
sure.
Tell me something different. Like, are we gonna be more accurate in the passing game? Like, that's what I want to know.
I can't answer that right now.
I know for a fact Auburn can run the ball.
Okay,
that's not a problem. We can run the ball. Are we gonna be accurate in the passing game?
I can't answer that.
Will the defense be able to not spot teams 14 points?
We can't answer that. We can't answer that.
How is the rotation in the secondary and the linebacker position on the defensive line?
We can't answer that.
Is the offensive line gelling together? What are you seeing from the offensive line? We know we can run the ball.
Yeah.
What about the other parts? What about the other parts of it?
We can't answer that right now. It's a work in progress.
That's it. That to me, that felt like to me, that answer felt kind of like a cop-out answer to me.
But I mean,
running the ball.
I think he was honest though, because you know what I'm saying, if he going off what y'all saying, that, you know what I'm saying, you know, they don't know if Peyton Thorne gonna be able to throw the ball. So you know,
You know what? Maybe him saying we're going to lean
He might
on
be
running the
honest.
ball.
He might just be being honest.
Maybe him saying that is him letting us know, yeah, man, don't be expecting too much from Payton Thorne this year. That's probably what he's saying, man.
I'm telling you, man, and it wouldn't surprise. I'm not gonna necessarily say, but what it tells me is that when we start the season, at least, man, we're gonna be leaning in on the run game. That's what it's like. Hugh Freeze again. You watch the press conferences, he's gonna tell you for the most part to me, and maybe he has me tricked, but he's just gonna be honest with you, man. Maybe it's like they're really gonna be like, man, we're gonna lean into the run game and throw when necessary. Maybe it's not gonna be this type of offense that we think as a Hugh Freeze offense where they like lean into the passing game real heavily, or like, man, we're very proficient. Maybe they're gonna just like, man, let's try to run this ball, let's try to save the clock, because they asked him, someone asked him about slowing the game down. You know what I'm saying? And you know, Hugh Freeze is about pace, but he was saying that, man, he's thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a thought. So he might be thinking like, man, let me slow the game down, try to run this game, use Jaquez, Hunter, you know what I'm saying? Use these running backs, use Cobb, you know what I'm saying? Use Deuce. Let's slow this game down. Let's pound the rock, you know what I'm saying? And then pass when necessary. Be able to pass. I'm not saying he's saying this, but just gleaning from what he said in media days, it could be, hey, man, we're going to try to run the ball and lean into the run.
Yeah, I mean,
especially in the first part of the season.
That's interesting. That's an interesting situation because, wait a minute. I think Bubba just said what I was just getting ready to say.
Yeah,
he's saying just what I was getting ready to say. Every other move that he's made in the offseason has said otherwise.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. It has said otherwise. It said the idea we're gonna be an explosive offense. We're going to get the ball on the perimeter to our 2 5-star receivers that's coming in. Cam Coleman is the best player on the team. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know if he said that or not. But he is. But it seems as if every move that has been made to say otherwise.
Right.
Because I just feel like him going up there saying, yeah, we'll be able to run the ball. Yeah, we're going to lean heavily into that. We know Auburn can run the ball. They did it on Harsin. They ran the ball pretty well. They did it last season. They was able to run the ball pretty well. 2 years ago when they went into Alabama and ran for over 300 yards.
Yeah, man.
Against them. I mean, that's not a problem. Running the ball is not a problem. Let's talk about the other stuff. How is the quarterback progressing?
Can't talk about that right now.
That's what we want to know. Have you shored up the rotation on the offensive line?
Right. I'm sure they have with the rotation. Offensive line, man. Honestly, I'm not worried about offensive line.
Okay.
Just like I trust Hugh Freeze in recruiting, and we're gonna get to that because we got some Big Cat weekend crazy with visitors. But I trust Jake Thorne, man, on the offensive line, man. He's recruited well. He's built depth there. You got to think they brought in Percy Lewis to slide Dylan Wade inside to guard. Connor Lewis coming back. He's also SEC type. And then Hugh Freeze was like, when he mentioned them guys, Connor Lewis and Dylan Wade, he was like, man, those guys are NFL guys.
Oh, yeah. Connor Lewis, first round, second round draft pick all day.
So you got, man, okay, on that left side, you got Connor Lewis, Dylan Wade, then you got Percy Lewis, which is a big human, man. Like we said, he's a big human. We should be able to just, we should be
move people. We should be able to move people, man.
Right.
We should be able to move people.
Run the ball.
But hey.
And then you got my man, the glass eater on the other side, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and hopefully Too Tall comes along. So the offensive line, I trust the offensive line. I trust Jake Thorne. You know what I'm saying? Pass protection, we could be better. So we got to give the man a little time. But you got to think, we brought in Keandre Lambert-Smith. Okay, he has talent. Okay, you brought in a couple transfer guys. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think, though, now, Perry and my man Cam, they are still young. So you do have to have an insurance policy just in case those guys get in big atmospheres. We don't know how they're going to do, man. When you go to a Georgia, Sanford Stadium, Alabama, they should be fine by then. But the first part of the season, when you play Oklahoma and these big names teams like Georgia with defenses and Missouri around the middle of the season, man, going to Missouri, you don't know how a freshman is going to perform, man. We're going to have to we're going to have to really lean into the run. I agree with them. And we just got to be proficient enough to pass enough to keep people honest?
Well, that's the question that we should be asking. That's the question, because I feel like I said, I feel like every Auburn fan knows we can run the ball. Question is, can we pass enough to like you said, be proficient enough to win some games, some close games?
Okay,
can we do it? That's the question.
Now this is the question, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm putting the phone line in the comment if anybody want to come in. So Bubba put up, I'm skeptical about Percy Lewis,
left tackle, right?
Yes. Now, Bubba, I want you to, before I say what I'm gonna say, I want you to tell me why. You can either tap in the phone line or you can just type it. That's up to you, man. I want to know why you're skeptical about my man Percy Lewis. And what's crazy, I had the same thought, but it may be for a different reason. But I want to hear Bubba first. So people think I'm not being a copycat. All right. Now, another thing he said that was interesting, Nick.
Okay.
He said he's going to have to change his pregame speeches. He said he's going to have to deal with how he, man. And I was like, Nick, when I heard this, I start clapping. He said he's going to have to watch, man. And you said the same thing when Hugh Freeze got hired. I got to give you credit. Okay. He said he's going to have to change how he prepares his teams for teams that are less talented than Auburn. He said he got to go back and really evaluate. Yeah, that's how. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That part. So, okay. So he said, man, I'm going to have to go back and evaluate how I prepare my teams for teams that are less talented. He said, I do well with teams when they're more talented, or we got to play up like a Georgia or Alabama last year. But teams like New Mexico State. Exactly. Right. And then to the lesser degree, because some people say that he lost to Vanderbilt when he was at Ole Miss. I haven't looked that up. But you said the same. You said the same thing when he was hired. You was like, Hugh Freeze win games he's not supposed to win, but lose games he's not supposed to lose. I give you credit. You said you really said that. But Hugh was like, he's gonna change his approach on how he prepares the team when they're playing lesser opponents. What you got on that? Talk to me.
So basically, he's saying last year the New Mexico State loss was his fault.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. And we go.
But this is what I said. And what's up, Trevor? What's up, Trevor, man? What's up?
What up, Trevor?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What I'm talking about.
We're gonna get the bubble comments in a second on why Percy Lewis, he got doubts about Percy Lewis. Okay. Now, with Hugh Freeze in that preparation, you saying it was his fault? Yeah, I believe it was his fault from this standpoint of messaging. If you tell a 17, 18-year-old you're more talented, and he said this is how he prepares his team. He said when he goes against a high-ranked team or more talented team, he tells his team the truth. Hey, you are less talented than this team. So we're going to have to do everything right. We're going to have to prepare well. You don't belong on the field with them, in other words. That's a paraphrase. So everybody's going to play to their best of their ability. Now, he said when they play lesser teams, he tell them, you're more talented than these guys. So you should beat these guys. Yeah, you can't tell a football team that.
That's not a great message. And I said, and this is what I said before as well, too. I said this before. I said, what is the process that Hugh Freeze has? Okay. What is that process?
Okay.
Because if there is a process that you have, that means that you do the exact same thing. In the words, and I know we Auburn fans, we're on Auburn channel. But Nick Saban said, you practice until you can't get it wrong.
Woo!
He said that.
God, bro, that
practice.
Is
you don't practice until you get it right.
One more time, Nick.
You don't practice until you get it right. You practice until you can't get it wrong. What is the process? What is the process you go to? That is the reason why so many coaches had. That's the reason why so many coaches went to Alabama to this so-called coaching clinic that he had.
As Tight say, the capstone coaching.
The capstone coaching clinic. It's things and stuff like that because there was a process that Nick Saban had. If he lost, fine. This process works. Trust me, we do this. Next time we will win. You do this, something in the process, something in the link didn't work this time. But if we go back to what we do every single time, it will work out. Eventually, you're gonna have more success than you will have failure. That's been my gripe with Hugh Freeze. What has been his process? It seems as if he doesn't. It seems as if he doesn't have a structure or a process around. It seems as if you get. It seems as if you get more talented players on the team, and you use talent to win games.
Right.
What is the process? Okay, because if you had a process, you could take a 3-star, put them in that system, and even though you may not be as talented as another team, that still should be a close game. What is the process? What is the system? What are the everyday things that you do through the week, starting on Sunday after the game, going all the way to Saturday? What are those things you do? And it just, and to me, it just seemed as if Hugh Freeze doesn't have that. Now, with him saying that, maybe he has gone back and he has reevaluated those type of things and stuff like that. And maybe now he has decided on, this is what I'm gonna lay my hat into. This is what we're gonna do. Because my gripe with Hugh Freeze is there's never been a problem with getting the talent. It's always been a problem with developing the talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like having a dog. I just got a dog, by the way. It's just like having a dog or a puppy, and then you never train the puppy, and then when he get old, they still doing puppy stuff.
Right. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? It never develops to the point to where you can tell a dog to stay. And I'm not calling these guys dogs. So please, I'm not saying that. I'm just using it as an analogy. You can tell a dog to stay. That dog will stay there until you give it a command to let it go. It's the same thing. It's in a situation and things stuff like that. What is the process that Auburn has? What is the process that Hugh Freeze has? I don't know. And that's been my gripe with Hugh Freeze. I don't know. I don't know what the process is. So maybe this year, based on what he said there, maybe this year there's a difference. So we'll see.
Okay, and we got Felix. We got Felix the cat in here. Felix in the cat. What up, Felix? Felix in the cat. Just stay right there, Felix. I'm gonna get to you. Stay right there. Don't you, Felix? Don't you leave this phone line. Don't leave the phone line, Felix. Hold on. Don't leave, Felix. You're gonna bring Felix the cat on, man. I'm gonna try to catch up the comments right quick. All right, Bubba says he's 6'8" and still has issues in the run game. He has athletic ability, but his feet are lazy. Okay, essentially has been averaging pass pro. Right. Okay. Now the reason I said it's not that in depth. When they asked, when Hugh Freeze got on the lineman and media day, they said, "What about Percy Lewis?" He was like, "Percy Lewis is a funny guy," and moved like Dylan Wade was NFL and Carter Lewis NFL. He didn't elaborate on his ability. That's why it concerned me. See, I had the same concern, bro. This just off Hugh Freeze speech. They asked this dude about him, and he just kind of like, "Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's good to have." He said
he's a good locker room guy.
No. He didn't say that. He just said, man, his comment was, you can't have enough tackles. Then he said he allowed us to move Dylan Wade. We're glad to have him. He didn't elaborate on his playing ability. That's it. When I watched the press conference, it concerned me because he didn't elaborate a lot on. He didn't say, man, this man a mauler, and oh my God, he's good at pass pro, and oh, he's gonna be doing this, and his he has quick feet. He didn't even elaborate, to my knowledge, on his playing ability. He talked more about his person and character. Maybe it was a misstep, but when he got to Dylan Wade, he said NFL. When he said Lou, he said NFL.
This is my thing, though. Okay, based on the statements, Hugh Freeze tells you how it is all the time, right? So this is my thing about it. Any guy that's that big, I always ask the question, can they bend? Especially if they're playing left tackle, left or right tackle. Because if you're playing left tackle, most of the time you protecting the quarterback's left blind side. So if you were playing left tackle, you got to be able to kick step. You got to be able to bend. Can he bend? Can he get low enough to get down? Because he's 6'8" is tall. He what, 300? What is he? 350. Now add on shoulder pads, helmet, and on top of that, you add in with another 20 pounds on top of that. He almost playing at 306, 370 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a lot of weight, man. Can he move that way? Can he move? Do we need to slim down or something? You know, maybe something like, I don't know. You know, we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Tight said, and we finna come to Felix. He on the line. Tight said Freeze has got his retirement lined up. Tight says, yeah, what is the process? Yeah, what is the process?
Does it work?
Yeah.
Does the process work?
Not only what is the process, but does it work? I agree with that.
I agree.
Mr. Odiara.
Oh, it's a new name. What up?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Welcome to the Auburn Addicts family.
Welcome to the jungle, man.
We have a great time. Sometimes we like to have fun. Welcome to the...
No, yeah, you late, Travel.
Yeah,
you're late.
in the comments.
Yeah, you're late. You're late. Yeah. All right, man. What we got, man?
Tight. What? Tight. Why is it all close together like that? Tight.
Come on, Tight, man. Come on, man. What are we, Tight? Like a translating, you know what I'm saying, crew? Bro, we can't translate that, Tight. Come on, man.
Okay, man. We'll respect you. We'll respect whatever he said.
That's what an Alabama fan do, man. An Alabama fan to come in here and try to derail the show with some crazy semantical stuff put all together where we can't read it, man.
I don't get it.
Jesus, man. Yeah, hey, Slade just said we started 20 minutes ago for Travail.
Hey, man, 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern.
Oh, man.
Here, Sundays.
But how you gonna be late and then come in and be like, am I late? Nobody even realized you were late, but you came in and were like, am I late?
Wow.
Come on, man. All right, man. All right, let me
don't laugh at what? I wasn't even laughing. I actually gave y'all props. What else? I gave y'all props. I gave you props.
Right, man.
For the
hold up, man.
coaching
hold
clinic.
Up. Everybody, hold on, man. I gotta bring in my man. I gotta bring in my man, Felix, man. I gotta bring in my man, Felix the cat. Felix the cat, man. Hold on just a second, y'all. Gotta bring my man Felix in.
Live chat.
Felix. Hello, Felix.
I think
Felix, what are you doing?
Nah, I think he said in the chat he got disconnected. I think that's what he said. I think he said he got disconnected.
Got disconnected. That's in the chat. Okay. All right, man. So we'll keep going. He said he disconnected. Okay, I see it.
Come on back, Felix. Come on back.
Felix. We'll wait on you. All right, man. Go back to the comments. Let's get my people in here, and we'll move on with this media day stuff because I need to okay.
I agree with you there. 6'5" is my limit for a tackle. 6'5" and 6'8", man. Go play basketball.
Okay, but how big was Greg Robinson though, man?
Greg Robinson was like 6'6". But see the thing
and what was Sean Coleman? Those were they were
like 6'6", 6'7".
Yeah.
But see the problem is this is the thing. They naturally were like they naturally could like bend. Like when I say bend, I mean they could get down and where they can get to it. Even though they 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", they can almost play as if they 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah, because I saw Greg Robinson, man. He fell down one time. You know how rappers used to like do the thing and pick their feet up, kick themselves off the ground.
Yeah.
And Greg Robinson did that. I was like, this is amazing. Okay,
big man that can do that.
All right, Felix about to be back, and then PhD, what's up?
PhD, what up, man?
What's up, PhD? She said not all of us. That's right. You making it simple. Not all of us. Period. You know what I'm saying? We can read that. You know, like coming with this. I don't know what that was, man. I
was like, what? I was looking like,
hey, PhD, hold tight because we finna talk about Alabama. So hold tight, hold tight. Just stay right there because I need to know what you and Tight think about this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Travail. It is, Bubble. It is, Bubble. It is. We done brought Travail in, man, time and time again.
Oh man.
that's Tight. Tight bringing in the technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Yeah, we both feel that way. We both understand where you coming from.
Yeah, Tight do his own thing, man. Tight is tight. Tight is tight, man. Yeah, stay right there, PhD, because I gotta ask you a Tight something about Alabama. Y'all the perfect people I need to ask. All right, man. Let's bring my man Felix in, man.
Felix.
Hold on, man. Gotta bring my man Felix in. I gotta put up the chat. You know what I'm saying? Felix.
Yes, sir. What's happening, man?
Felix, man?
What's going on, man? The cat's in the house, man.
Cat. The stray cat has sneaked in, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You been missing for a little bit.
Felix.
Look, yeah, I ain't no doubt, man. Check this out, though. I want to know. Oh man, now I'm on Cedar Point Pier right now, man. Fishing with my son, man.
Really?
What y'all like to get? Bass, crappie.
Now, right now it's like croaker. Right now they hitting on croaker and everything. Right now, it's midday, man. Like 5, 6 o'clock here. So yeah, they hitting all right now. I just got off the hook real fast. They talk to y'all, man.
Okay, bro, that's a privilege. You start fishing the call.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, let me ask this. Okay, we're gonna let you get on the Auburn football, but we're more interested in your fishing right now. What are you fishing with, Felix? What you using?
Squid and shrimp.
Shrimp. You do shrimp?
Squid. Yeah, squid too.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
So Felix, this is the last question. We're gonna let you just do your Auburn rant. Whatever you want to say, we just gonna sit back and relax. Last question, Felix.
All right, man. How y'all feel? How y'all feel about these 5 games on the home field, man? I mean, I like it, man, but it's for the fans. I mean, don't you? I mean, I know we're gonna be there, man, but it's a lot to be on the fans. You know what I mean?
You saying 5 games straight is a lot to be on fans standpoint and coming back to back?
Yeah.
The 5 straight home games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Especially with the first away game being at Sanford Stadium in Georgia.
For real.
Right after the first 5.
And then think about this, and I'm gonna let you finish, Nick. But think about this while we're talking about this. Then we have a month away. So now you're asking the fans to travel away for a month.
Yeah.
But go ahead. Nick.
Right.
Go ahead, Nick.
What I was saying was, I mean, it's cool to have those first 5 games at home. I don't know if that gives you a false sense of stability of what your team really is. Because I understand, man. This is how I feel. You when you go to a hostile environment, and you can play well in that, like that or something, and play well in that environment, and be able to, run your process. Of ours is you're able to do that. That gives you an understanding of what type of team you are, and what type of team you're going to be down the season. I've always said this. I said this last year. By week 4, no later than week 5, whatever your team is at that point, that's the team you're going to be for the rest of the season. I've always said. So by week 4, and I know by week 4, wherever you are at that season, normally you can push it to week 5, but I say week 4. Wherever you are by week 4, that's who you are for the remainder of the season.
Now, Felix, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No. So, Felix, you saying, are you gonna hit any of them games? Now you saying it may be a financial burden coming back to back. Then I don't think any of them are night game. Not any important.
No, I mean, it is kind of a financial strain, but I mean, I know that, Auburn fans are going to be there. They're going to be there to, as much as they can, as much as they, willingly. You know what I'm saying? I mean, financially, but like that, like he said, October, nobody, you gotta go for a whole month. October, you gotta go to different, another games out of state. You know what I'm saying? But here's my thing. Here's my thing with the 5 games at home. Like, I mean, all of them are good games. Like Cal, everybody wants to be at the Cal game. You know what I mean? Because they want that get back. I mean, not really a get back, but I think we still got kind of a little taste on our mouth about that Cal game. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think it's a get back. I think if we owe them something in the fact. That's what I think. And then that Vanderbilt game later on, I mean, we owe that man something. You know what I mean?
With DC low key is kind of, I don't know if he nervous about the game, but he always brings up the fact that Jerry Kill and Pavia are now at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, you're right, Felix, and that's what Felix is talking about, y'all. He's talking about we got to get back because Jerry Kill is on the Vanderbilt staff. The coach that coached New Mexico State last year, he's on the Vanderbilt staff. Pavia, the quarterback that came in and slam dunked one of our players, is on. is on the Vanderbilt staff, and they said that I know at least one receiver. So some of the players are coming from New Mexico State to Vanderbilt too, Felix. So you right on that, man. Felix on point, man. Felix on point.
We owe him some real good too, and defense is gonna give him something.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Because I looked at this, Felix. I looked at this, man. I looked at this, and I looked at when he went to play them at Liberty, they only scored 14 points.
Yep.
When they play, we only scored 10 at Auburn. Yep. So, and
according to Duke the Scoops, dude said one of the coordinators said that
one of the coordinators
they got Hugh Freeze's number. They just knew what he was gonna do before he did it.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Every time they played him and he was at Liberty, they got him.
Yeah, they beat the paint off of him at Liberty and at Auburn.
That's what I know. Man. We owe him something for real.
We'll see what happens, man.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, Felix. See what else you got? Man. What else you got, Felix, man? Bring that heat, Felix. What else you got, man? Anything else?
I was just going. Look, man. Look here. I'm going to tell y'all something about this Alabama game. I'm gonna just cut it off right there at that Alabama game. Look, this is the only time that we're gonna get them when they look the weakest. I believe they're gonna look the weakest at Alabama. I think we could possibly get them at Alabama.
So you calling the victory, Felix, at Alabama?
Alabama.
I'm calling it right now, man. I think we got them. We got them lock on them. I'm telling you, man. I think we got them. And that's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I'm dead ass serious. We owe them for that 4 and 43, whatever the hell that is.
I got you.
But, we owe them.
I got you, man. All right, Felix. Well, we'll holler at you, man. Hey, Felix, let me ask you this last question, Felix. You frying the fish, baking the fish? How you doing? You frying them?
Frying them, babe. Frying them.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
What I'm talking about.
Frying them. Frying with French fries, babe.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right, Felix, we'll holler at you, man. We appreciate you coming on, Felix, man. Holler at us next week, Felix, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
For sure, man. War Eagle.
Man, have a good time out on that pier, man. War Eagle, man.
War Eagle, Felix. Hey, that was Felix, man.
Felix the cat.
Felix the cat checking in, man. All right, y'all. We're finna get back to the comments, man. Because we about to get back to the comments. We got my man Felix in here. Let's get to it, Nick. Let's get to these comments, and then we're gonna finish up about me today because I gotta ask Tight them something. Tim, I can't put that on the screen.
Man, you talking about what he said about
what he said about Tight? It ain't go again this week.
They going at it again.
Hey, y'all wrong, man. He his fingers running with his phone.
You getting that cardio in. That's what he was doing. That's what they said. I thought somebody said he getting that cardio in.
All right, man. We hitting the comments, man. That's what we do around here, man. Hit these comments. We're gonna hear from the fans. We're gonna hear from everybody. Hear from the Auburn family, and then we're gonna get back on subject, man. Hopefully, we don't get too far. Yeah, we do. There you go, Bubba. He said we need Felix to give the pregame speech for the Vandy game.
Yeah,
that's what Hugh Freeze needs to do.
He need to invite Felix into the locker room before they run out.
Yes,
let them know what happened last year.
Yes.
When Jerry Kill and Pavia came in there, ran all over y'all.
Yes,
that's what he need to do. He need to tell them, y'all need to remember the night when they played the Tigers. You know that? You remember that? You remember the Tigers? Remember the night. You know, that's what he need. That's what he need to go in there and do. Remember that night they came into Jordan Hare.
Exactly. Now, this man Travell said he hates you. We talked about this. And I'm
oh boy.
And I'm gonna get on this, man. We gonna get to the Alabama because I want to ask the Alabama fans. I want to ask everybody in the comment about this. Me and Travell talked about this, and I was like, Travell, why do you dislike Hugh Freeze so much? Why do you dislike Hugh Freeze so much? And he said because Hugh Freeze gave him hope. Ooh. He said Hugh Freeze gave him hope, man. And I guess last year Hugh Freeze let him down, man. So now he hate him. But it's like, don't you think that's a strong transition, Travell, to go from just straight to hate? Can you go to I don't like him a little bit?
But see, but we had this conversation. I want to say we had this conversation last week where I said, how long does Hugh Freeze have based on the landscape of college football now. What leash are we giving Hugh Freeze before we start seeing results? You know, because I mentioned last week, I said, what if Auburn wins 6 games this year? How do you feel about Hugh? How would you feel about Hugh Freeze this year?
If he wins 6,
you won 6 games this year. How would you feel about Hugh
Freeze? I'll be uneasy. I'll be on here complaining, and they'll be like, I'll be on here ranting. You know what I'm saying? I would, but I would be like, man, give him time. Because, man, we were talking about this, bro. Brian Harsin left Hugh Freeze a dumpster fire, man.
But then,
he left the roster depleted.
Okay.
He left recruiting depleted, man. We gotta give this man time to at least replenish the roster. Dude, we still trying to go on the transfer portal and get defensive linemen and try to patchwork. We got to get this man, and I said we got to give Hugh Freeze at least 4 years.
I say 3, but okay.
It's like, bro, 3 years is next year. You saying if you don't do nothing,
you correct. You correct.
He ain't even got his full. He hasn't even got the full roster in. But this
is the thing, though. If he wins 6, if Hugh Freeze wins 6 games this year, like I stated before, you're gonna start hearing murmurs out of Auburn.
Okay,
you're gonna start hearing rumblings. What's going on? Okay, let's say for instance we go into year 3. What if he won 6 games? Year 1, lost the bowl game. He won 6 games. He wins 6 games this year, and let's just say he lose another bowl game this year. You go into year 3. Hugh Freeze got to win 11 games. He got to win 11 games. I mean, because the fan base in Auburn, I hate to say it, we low key kind of fickle a little bit. We low key a little fickle because we want it right now. I mean, and I understand it. I understand that we have been through some years where there has just been, what are we doing? We had the talent. We had the players. We had everything where we should have been more competitive than what we was. We look at recruiting. We look at the coach. We look at what's coming out of Auburn. We look at what we look at what's been said about Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze is the guy that the boosters wanted, that a lot of people in Auburn wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I believe that would give him a longer leash in Auburn, if you ask me. But
man, you say he got to win how many games in it?
If he goes 6 and 7 again this year and he lose a bowl game, he got to win 10, 11 games next year. He got to.
I don't know, man.
You got to. Come on now. Come on,
man.
Come on.
Bro, y'all gotta look at y'all gotta look at, man, what this man was left. He got there and he said, man, this is not the Auburn roster that I'm used to seeing. He was like, it was worse than what he thought.
Okay. All right. I'm looking at other coaches that have come in. And I'm trying to think. I'm really trying to think why we're doing this. I'm looking at other coaches that have come in to similar, maybe a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse. I don't know, because I don't really follow other schools unless what's just on the surface and what I do read about them. I don't know. Let's say Urban Meyer taking over for Ron Zook. I mean, was Ron Zook the head coach at Florida before Urban Meyer got there? I think he was.
Yes.
Urban Meyer taking over for Ron Zook at Florida. What, in 2 years? Florida was what, in the SEC championship game, national champions, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, and they did that without T-Boy at quarterback. They did that with Chris Lee. I mean, I'm just trying to understand, like, and that was in a different era, a different landscape of college football, where you had, if a guy transferred, he had to sit out a whole year. Now you in the transfer portal where it's basically college football free agency. You go in and you can pick and choose. I mean, he picked Peyton Thorne as the guy.
I get it, but
I mean, come on now.
But you can't. The thing about, and I'm gonna go hit the comments because I want to ask that Jonathan Carr is in here, and we gotta address Mr. Jonathan Carr.
Okay.
Okay. So the thing about my man, you talking about was Urban Meyer. Dude stacked that roster for Urban Meyer. The roster was stacked, bro.
So
Urban got there.
So basically, Urban won with his folks. That's what you said.
Yeah, he ran with some of Ron's look for people. You see what I'm saying? The difference is when Kirby Smart took over Georgia, he took over a 10-win team. When Nick Saban took over Alabama, they were depleted, but not like Auburn is depleted now.
Alabama was bad.
Alabama was bad. They were bad. Yes, they were bad. But they wasn't all this Auburn bad right here, bro.
You don't think so?
Yeah, they wasn't.
You don't think so?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Right.
No, sir.
Okay.
No,
right.
sir.
I would probably say
they wasn't this roster, man. Look, bro, look how many players we had to bring out the portal last year. That is unprecedented, dude. He had to turn over the whole roster, man. But we'll ask the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all let us know how y'all feel. Jonathan Carr. What Jonathan Carr say? What up, Jonathan Carr? What's going on, boss?
Jonathan Carr was asking, man, what quarterback do you like better, KJ Lacey or Deuce Knight?
No, that's a good question.
From what they're saying, man, to me is
I like
they're
Deuce
saying
Knight. I like Deuce Knight better.
Huh?
I like Deuce Knight better.
You like Deuce Knight better?
Yeah, I do. 6'5", 205, 210 pounds.
Yeah, I was just saying, but they saying he's more athletic, but more raw.
Yeah, he has a higher ceiling.
Right.
KJ Lacey. I think when you see KJ Lacey, the comp that I get from KJ Lacey is the Kyler Murray. That's who I think of when I see KJ Lacey. Okay. Now, if somebody disagree with me, please tell me if I'm wrong. But the comp when I see KJ Lacey, the first quarterback that comes to my mind is Kyler Murray.
I agree.
That's the first person I think of.
I agree.
But when I see Deuce Knight, I'm like, yo, like it's a lot. It's raw talent there. Like,
okay, let me ask you this, and I'm not saying this is it. And man, have Jonathan Carr come in yet? This is his first time coming in.
I think this is his first time coming in. When you said the name, I was like, shout out to Jonathan Carr, baby.
What's up, Jonathan Carr, baby?
Everybody, Jonathan, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah.
Everybody greet Jonathan Carr, man.
Yeah, let him know.
Nice to have you. A good question though, man. And I guess it comes down to what you would rather have now, somebody with a greater ceiling or somebody that's more ready
to play right now, like they can play in a year.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask y'all this: is he further along? Is Deuce Knight? And I'm gonna ask my resident recruiting expert, Bubba and the old man, Auburn Sports Talk. Is he further along than Robbie Ashford was? Is it that type of athleticism, and you have to develop the passing game? You know what I'm saying? Is he further at this point? Bubba, I'm gonna ask Bubba. The problem solving not in here today.
I'm gonna tell you this. When I see Deuce Knight,
okay.
And listen, this is my opinion.
Okay.
When I see Deuce Knight, I think of Joey Gatewood.
Okay, that's what I'm saying though.
A lot of potential.
If it's a Joey Gatewood, Nick, if it's a Joey Gatewood or Robbie Ashford, man, then I'm taking KJ Lacey.
But see, this the thing.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. And we don't know the mental state, but do y'all think this guy can develop like that? Talk to me, Nick.
I think he can. But see, this is the thing though. Like when you go to the whole Joey Gatewood situation, did he really get a chance to develop at Auburn in the Gus Malzahn?
No.
Exactly. That's my point. So if you get Deuce Knight underneath a coach to where you say, all right, we get him in as a freshman. Let's redshirt this guy. Let's redshirt him. Let's bring him in, redshirt him. He come in as a redshirt freshman. You know, get him in, get him around the team and stuff like that. Let him get some reps in. By the time he a redshirt sophomore, I mean, he should know the playbook. He should have been enough scrimmages to, kind of understand what's coming. He should be able to at least have a base knowledge of everything. He got to have the understanding in order to be able to progress. And that's the problem that I have with that's the problem that I had with Joey Gatewood, because the hype around Joey Gatewood coming in was like, this dude is about to bring Auburn like 2 more national championships. And when you looked at him, you was like, yeah, this is about to happen. Yeah. But it just never, for some reason, never panned out, and I don't know why. But for some reason, it just never panned out. So it's just interesting.
Okay, we finna bring Slasia in. She on the line.
Slasia.
Where you at? Unmuted, Slasia. Talk to me, Slasia. What's up?
First of all, we got to talk about how this like Joey Gate, as I like to call it, must be studied, because the way that they hype that dude up, and he is now a wide receiver at some random school is crazy to me.
UCF. He was at UCF.
Yeah, he was at UCF. Then he was at Kentucky. Then he was I don't know. I done lost track. But that's a whole nother thing. I just want to talk about this whole Hugh Freeze has to win a championship in 3 years.
Okay.
Phenomenon. I didn't say championship.
Listen, that's what a lot of people are saying.
So you gotta win 10 games.
That's what a lot of people are saying. He needs to be winning a championship in 3 years or 10 games or whatever. We must look at how long it took Kirby Smart. And he inherited a 10-win team. And as a matter of fact, I was looking at the win records, and he actually dipped down after he inherited a 10-win team.
He sure did.
This dude.
Did he not go to the
high school when Kirby Smart became coach?
The year he got there?
He went to the playoffs.
He went to the playoffs. Yeah, he
went to the playoffs. But that, like she say, he inherited Mark Richt players, and then after that, he dipped. His record did dip.
Yeah, it did.
Go ahead, Slazer.
It dipped, and then it took him until what was that when they won their first championship? 2021?
2019?
Or 2019, one of those years. So I'm just we have to think about what Hugh Freeze inherited, because the recruiting was already going downhill when Gus Malzahn was still in the seat. He wasn't recruiting at a level that he should have been, especially with the line, because the line is a sensitive subject for me. But he wasn't recruiting like he should have been, and then Brian Harsin didn't recruit at all. So Hugh Freeze probably got there on day one and was like, "What am I?" That's probably why I think he let some of the coaching side of his job slip in the year one, because I think he sat down at that desk and saw what he had, because me and DC were discussing this other day. I think he saw what he had and was like, oh my God. I really have to turn this around, because the whole DeMarcus Riddick situation, when they didn't even acknowledge him, he really flipped the roster. So we have to give him time to implement his system and to implement all these players that he wants to make his system successful. I'm not expecting much, honestly, until 4 or 5 years, honestly.
I agree. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
Hold on. Let's
the Slazer. That's where I'm at. But go ahead.
Let's go back to something. She said he took a dip. Okay, so when he got there in 2016, they went 8-5. Talking about Kirby, right? He went there. He got Kirby Smart. He went 8-5. That's when he went out and he got rid of a lot of players. Because I think I remember that season. The next season, he won national championship.
No, he didn't.
He didn't,
bro. He didn't win the national championship his second year, bro.
The Rose Bowl. Wasn't that national championship game?
No, that was a playoff game.
That wasn't a national championship game. No, he went to the national championship game. Because they won
the national championship game, though.
They wanted the Rose Bowl against, I forgot who they played against, but then they went to the national championship game and lost.
That's what I'm saying. He didn't win. You said he won the national championship game.
Yeah, my bad. That's not what I'm saying.
He didn't win the national championship game.
Then he went 11-3, 12-2. Then he went 8-2.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
He took a dip.
He didn't make the playoffs the second year, did he?
He did.
Who did he win? He
went to the play. He went to the Sugar Bowl. He went to the the only year he did not make the playoffs was his first year. Every year after that, he went to the Rose Bowl. He went to the Sugar Bowl. 11-3. I think he lost in the Sugar Bowl, if I'm not mistaken.
No, one of them years he didn't, because they lost to Bama in the SEC championship.
In the Sugar Bowl, the Peach Bowl.
One of them years you looking at bowls, bro, but we talking about playoffs.
Yeah, we're just talking about
that next year. I think Bama put them out in the SEC championship.
Because I think our goal as a program is just to become a playoff competitive team.
Nah, that's not our goal.
I think 10 wins aside, I think we want to see Auburn be in the playoffs consistently. Do we not?
I agree.
Oh yeah, we do. But we want. But the thing is, the perception that a lot of Auburn fans have is that we should be competing for championships. It's just competing to get into the playoffs good enough.
Yeah, I mean,
but we got to start somewhere.
I agree.
We're not even playoff contention yet.
But this is my thing, though. But this is my thing with the 12-team playoff. With where we are in the 12-team playoff right now, if you go 9-3, 10-2, you should be able to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Yeah,
I think Auburn can do that on a consistent basis. Is that enough for Auburn fans?
Yeah, I think, bro. For me right now, listen, hold up, and I'm not talking about a long-term basis. I'm saying for me right now. Me right now, bro, just being in the get me in playoff contention, man. Where I can stop taking aspirin, watching the Auburn game. Right. You know what I'm saying? We're respectable. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, I know every year, man, we're gonna make the playoff. Now let's talk about putting the icing on the cake and then getting in the semifinals. Like she say, let's take steps first. You know what I'm saying?
We can't even pass 6-6 right now. Like
that's my thing though. If he goes 6-7 this year with a bowl loss, what does he have to do next year to make the fan base and the people in Auburn somewhat satisfied that everything is going in the right direction? Recruiting aside, let's take recruiting aside.
Recruiting aside.
I mean, because those recruits he recruiting now can't play this season.
You can't put recruiting aside because sometimes recruiting save coaches. Sometimes recruiting save coaches. Meaning that if Hugh Freeze this year goes 6-7 and he has a top 5 recruiting class, they not getting rid of that dude. So and then if he wins 6-7 and then he wins 8 games next year and then has another top 5 recruiting class, they not getting rid of Hugh Freeze with them top recruiting classes.
If he not gonna do it. So let me give you a hypothetical. This is just hypothetical. Hugh Freeze continually has, and let's say top 10. Let's say let's say top 7. Let's say he continuously has a top 7 recruiting class year after year, correct? But he doesn't hit 10 wins a season. He only hits 8 or 9 wins. How would you feel in year 4?
In year 4, man, it'll kind of be heating up. In year 4, I agree with you. But I'm telling you, man, these people, we're gonna get to it, but these people, man, especially behind the scenes, I think they're gonna give Hugh Freeze as much time as he need to turn this thing around, bro.
Okay.
That Austin thing was a debacle, bro.
But my question is, at what point is enough? That's my question. I keep hearing 4 or 5 years, and my thing is, I'm saying in the current climate of college football, with the amount of money that's being invested into these schools and these teams, people gonna want to return on their investment. At the end of the day, it's business.
No, I agree.
They're gonna return on their investment. They're gonna be like, all right, look, we paying you $40 million total in contract. Well, that meant $40 million total value contract. Now, well, what a conference championship? Where's at least the conference championship? Where's at least a win season? Where's at least us continuously being in the college football playoff or being in the conversation? We ain't even in the conversation at 8 wins. Barely in the conversation at 9 wins. So that's my question. Like, the amount of money a lot of these boosters are putting in, and they got way more money than I probably will ever have. But at that particular point in time, they're gonna be like, yo, we can go pay somebody that we know for sure can come in 50 million. I know in 2 years we can be in the college football playoff competing. The narrative will be then, well,
so who are we gonna pay for? Like, who else is there to get?
We don't know who the next up and coming coach will be coming out of college football. We honestly don't. We don't know who the next up and coming coach will be. It could be
we can't keep going down that road.
Yeah, we can't keep going down that road. I think this whole
we don't win in 3 years, fire him. We don't win in 3 years, fire him.
Fire him, right? We can't keep doing that.
But that's not what I said, though.
Bro, you said you giving him 3 years, Nick.
I said I'm giving him 3 years before people in Auburn are like, yo, what's going on? Like, where is our return? Where's our return on the investment?
We can't keep doing that. At some point, you got to become the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, and you got to get a coach, stick with the coach, bro, and let him work his process and let him work his process out.
What process? What process?
You can't keep what I'm saying, bro. We don't know yet, but I'm saying you can't keep every 3 or 4 years turning over coaches.
I agree with
recruiting.
You. I agree.
It's hurting recruiting and retention.
Look, everything everything that y'all say, I feel like I'm disagreeing with y'all. I'm not. My thing is, I'm looking at it from the people that have the money, the people that actually make the decisions. They're gonna be like, look, we put this amount of money into the NIL, into paying these guys to come to school, but we ain't getting no results on the field. We get 8-9 win seasons. We was getting that with Gus. You know what I'm saying? Where are the conference championships? Where are the perennial college football playoff appearances? That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with anything y'all saying. I'm just saying the people that hold the checkbook, that's what they gonna be saying.
I don't know that, Rick.
Okay.
I don't know that. I don't know that, Nick.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, because you got, and I've always said this, you got people that hold the checkbook in Auburn. I think some of those are genuine fans and feel the same way we do. I think some of them, bro, we got to keep stability. Some of them might agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you By no means. By no means. And we got Travell holding, so he gonna get on too.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Hey, Slay, you got anything else before you go?
Yeah, what else you got? What else you got?
Slay,
No, that's all I wanted to say. You know,
yeah, I
get
agree
on
with
these
Slay
6
though.
with CFB 25. Y'all already know.
Yes, sir. I agree with Slay though, Nick. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
No, I'm not disagreeing with it at all. I'm not. I'm just saying this is the perspective that I think some people may have.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, and some people do feel that way. I agree. Some people do feel that way. Hey, Slay, appreciate you coming in and sharing your knowledge with us. We got Travell coming up next on the phone line. Let me catch up the comments right quick.
All right,
we'll bring Travell in.
All right.
It's
a great show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us.
Yes, thank y'all, man. Appreciate it. Tight saying Hugh Freeze 3-5 and he's going like the Qs at the home.
Wow. Wow. Not the Qs.
Yeah, oh my God. Hold on, man. Let's get these. Let's catch them up.
The homecoming. No.
Oh my God.
Nowhere to be seen.
We're gonna bring Travell in, but hold on a second. I'm gonna get my comments caught up, man. Get my peeps caught up. And this man says if he only wins 6 games, he is Ole Miss Hugh Freeze.
And I believe we talked about this when he got hired.
Yeah, we know how you feel, but what you say, Dick?
No. I believe we talked about that when he got hired because I noticed like every year he had a game increase, and I think he capped out at like 9-10 wins a season. And then after that, the year after that was when everything happened, and he went 5-7 or something like that, and he was gone or something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, Bubba saying he feel like you saying
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yes.
I think they'll give him maybe, like I said, I think 4 years. I don't think next year is gonna be make or break, especially if he has a top 5 recruiting class.
Okay. All right.
You know what I'm saying? I think the fans will start, but I don't think the big money people will start. If he like wins 8 games the next year and has a great recruiting class, is on the verge. I think it's some question, but I don't think he'll be on the hot seat though. You know what I'm saying? That's just
okay. All right.
That's just me. But I mean, everybody got an opinion, and ain't one more righter than the other one. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I agree. We just said how bad the roster was in. I think. See, that's what I think is going to give him some currency. Yeah, he left him. There you go.
Hey man, let's not do this.
I ain't gonna dunk on TJ Finley because what's crazy, TJ Finley doing pretty good. He's at West.
Yeah, West and he almost won the Iron Bowl on one ankle.
Oh, not on one ankle.
He did. He almost won the Iron Bowl on one ankle.
Yeah, he said an atrocious that is unforgivable. Let's see.
With back-to-back losing seasons, hey, Travell on to something. On to something. I'm telling you.
We about to bring him on.
I'm telling you, he on to something right now.
He did. That's what I'm saying. Mike Shula had talent at Alabama.
Yeah, like Glenn Coffey, all those guys.
Yeah, he had talent. That's what I'm saying. Nick Saban didn't walk into a worse situation than Hugh Freeze did.
Man, tight.
Stop it, tight. He said he like Peyton Thorne, but give him 2 more years.
This Peyton Thorne last year anyway. So
he almost beat y'all last year. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be even saying that. Tight an Alabama fan, y'all. Yeah, I dislike Alabama too, man.
It's Peyton Thorne last year.
Hey, War Eagle Jonathan Carr.
Carr, baby.
Hey, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you coming in. Holla at us, man. Holla at us, Jonathan. Wow.
At what restaurant though? But at what restaurant? At what restaurant?
What restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, we back to Deuce. Okay, he's far off from being able to play probably 2 years, but Robert was even further off. Yeah, coming out of Hoover. Robert was also mishandled by Mario and Harsin.
Yeah.
Who knows what he could have been, to be honest. That's correct. And we got to give that man some grace, bro, because he was in a. If we are saying it was a bad situation, then that means Robbie was in a bad situation. That means Bo Nix was in a bad situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we were hard on those quarterbacks when they were there, Auburn, under the circumstance. We didn't know what the circumstances were, and obviously they were bad.
And even with Harsin, the OC that he wanted to hire, coming from the Seahawks, ended up getting hired and ended up resigning a week or 2 later. So that next year it was set up for Robbie to come in and have some success.
Yeah.
But when you thinking you got an OC that's coming in to be the OC, that's the guy that you're gonna be behind to help develop you, in 2 weeks he gone. I mean, that changes everything. I mean, let's just forget about that. Let's just
okay. All right. So Bubba says player comp for KJ Lacey is Gardner Minshew. I'll take it.
Really? You take Gardner Minshew?
I'll take it.
A journey.
Yeah.
All right then.
Hey. Asia giving a sermon on all facts for sure. Appreciate it, Slazy came in. We got Travell coming up. I'm just trying to catch everybody up. Yeah, he says Travell says Joey Gate with confidence was shot. And I ain't gonna read, I'm just because we're gonna bring Travell in. We're gonna let him just speak his piece. He brought in Bo Nix, and Bo was better, and it hurt him. Yeah, Bo Nix too, man. It was just a bad situation. And I'm gonna get
tight. No, you don't.
Lord Jesus.
No, you don't. But look, it's the comment that's coming up that tight just man. that makes sense. Why this makes sense? Oh man.
Go ahead and read what he's saying, man.
I always say Auburn ain't about to go to the CFP. Yeah, Alabama gonna walk through AU to enter the CFP. So Nick, you're incorrect. Auburn is in the CFP.
Alabama for you, man. I'm gonna start skipping tight comments. These Alabama fans, man. If the boy, that is funny though. That is funny though. I give him that. That's funny. That
is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Before it started the CFP in 3 years, he out. Luckily, he should have the Tide in 3 or 4 years. So tight. He's saying Alabama gonna be in 3 or 4 years. Tight, y'all, please hold on because I need to ask y'all a question, man.
I think I know what the question is. I was about to say
y'all after I bring Travell on. I just want to catch my people in the comments up. I think they deserve a voice. I'm gonna always bring my people in the comments up, man, because this family talk right here, man.
Yes,
this family talk. Peyton, not Wendy's, man. They don't put Peyton.
They didn't put Peyton throwing up fries at Wendy's. Hey, who got the best fries? Wendy's, Burger King, or McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Okay.
Bubba said that man better not touch my fries. Man, you ain't gonna even let him make your fries, Bubba. Golly, man. Y'all hard on Peyton Thorne, man.
Hey, they might get intercepted. You know what I'm saying?
He say Tim say he gonna spit in your onion rings.
listen. I don't even eat onion rings. That's how you know. That's how I know it. That's how I know that ain't my order because I don't even eat onion rings. I don't even eat onions. I'm good.
Yeah, that's what. Okay. Oh, Slazy said McDonald's is not even close.
Okay, all right.
Oh, Jonathan Carr said Jack's. Man, I like some Jack's, man. Jack's is underrated, bro. Jack's is underrated, man. I'm with Jonathan Carr, man. Jack's is underrated.
What about
bro?
Arby's?
I love Arby's, man.
Hey, do you think that Arby's is short for roast beef? But it's just spelled Arby's. Take the A and the Y off.
Explain why you explaining that. I'm gonna bring Travell in. Why you explaining that?
What I'm saying, like if you take the A and the Y off Arby's, it's RB.
Huh?
Roast beef. I'm just saying. It makes sense, don't it?
What's up, man?
No, it don't make sense.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying.
Man, you watch too much Deion Cole,
hold on, man.
That's where I got that from, Deion Cole. That's why I asked that question.
Travell is a regular. Travell is on the show sometimes, so I'm gonna bring his picture in. He, you know what I'm saying. I have to put the thing up because I don't know what people doing and saying, and we might have to get some craziness. So I have to. Travell is a regular, so we can bring his picture. All right, Travell, go ahead, speak your piece, brother. Talk to me.
Yeah, you brought me in. I lost my glasses somewhere, so I'm
okay, that's what's up. Right, you want me to put the theme back up so they can't see your face?
I mean, it don't matter, but it don't matter.
Hey, that's
they want to look at my handsome. They want to look at my handsome mug. They can. I mean, I'm just gracing my beauty with the show, baby. You feel me? That's how I do my thing. You heard me? But anyway. We're not just gonna act like that Hugh Freeze's only claim to fame is that he beat Nick Saban twice. That's all he has.
Okay.
He's speaking facts now.
That's all he has. What other thing that you bring Hugh Freeze in for? And okay, she talking about the roster was destroyed when he got it. Everybody had a bad roster when they came there, and they still made something happen.
Who had Gus didn't have
Gus
a bad
Malzahn.
He did not have
Gus
a bad
roster. Had a bad roster. Tommy Tuberville, not Tommy Tuberville. Yeah, Tommy Tuberville had a bad roster. What's the guy's name? Gene Chizik had a bad roster when he got there.
It was see, bad is a, let me say this, bad is a relative.
Okay. Your record speaks on your roster. And when you only win 1 in 3 games, you only win 1 game in the SEC, and you only win 3 games out your whole record, your roster is horrible.
No, that's not true.
You're not putting putting it together.
Okay, that could be true. You may not be putting it together, but that doesn't mean the roster is bad. Meaning
the roster was bad, bro. And look, what changed about the roster when those coaches started winning? They changed the starting quarterback and they had running backs. They changed their running game and they started quarterback. Come on, let's keep it real.
That doesn't mean your roster is bad. That just means you had a bad.
It does mean your roster is bad. If you have to change major parts of your offense, that means your roster stinks.
All right, okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
Listen to what you're saying.
Yes, it does.
Hold up, you listen to what you're saying.
Okay. All right. Cody Burns was Tommy Tuberville's last quarterback.
No, it wasn't.
You're gonna put? Yes, he was.
Cody Burns was not his last quarterback, man. But go ahead.
Yes, he was. He started the season. His last year, that's who started the season. Cody Burns, sir.
Okay. Travail, first of all.
So he had to change quarterback. Now he had to change quarterback. Come on, man.
I'm trying to say
if Cody Burns is your top talent, you mean tell me your roster is good?
I think
Cody Burns is your top talent at quarterback. Your roster is good, huh?
First, first of all, I don't think Tuberville bought Cody Burns in. Somebody, please.
Yeah,
somebody.
he did.
Okay.
Tuberville did. That was his last starting quarterback.
Yeah, you're not. It's like
Go ahead.
No. Honestly, I believe he's correct because the year Auburn won the national championship was the 2010-2011 season. That was Cody Burns' senior year. So that does make sense.
I know what I'm talking about. I'm a real Auburn fan.
Because Tommy Tuberville did leave in 07, 08. And
he left in 08. He left in 08.
Gene Chizik was high. So that does kind of timeline wise, I think that kind of makes sense.
You okay, just say you're right. Okay, you're right about Cody Burns. My question is this. If you're just replacing the quarterback, that doesn't mean you're
He had to replace more than the quarterback, bro.
Let me finish, Travail.
I'm sorry.
What I'm saying, man, is if I'm only replacing my quarterback, that doesn't mean my roster is bad. That just means my quarterback is bad. Well, do you not agree with that?
No. Let me hop in right here. So, and this is what I'm coming with. This is what I'm coming with. That if Cam Newton is not on that 2010 team, how many games does Auburn win?
Okay, and I'm gonna counter that with another question. If Cam Newton had Bo Nix's offensive line, would they have won the championship? Probably not. What I'm saying is that doesn't mean the roster is bad. That means you had a bad quarterback.
No. We can sit here and say this is what I say. Okay, I can sit here and say that Nick Fairley and Cam Newton were really the two of the biggest reasons why Auburn went undefeated that year. A lot of
Don't forget Lesson Kirk.
Okay, Lesson Kirk as well.
Okay.
But this is the thing though, and I asked the question: if Cam Newton is not on that team, how even with all those scenes on defense, all those scenes on the team, how many games do you think that team wins?
They probably don't win.
And that's just changing the quarterback.
But that's just like asking if Troy Aikman wasn't on the Dallas Cowboys team, would they win championships?
But
you're taking away the most important piece. But my point is, you're adding one piece to a adequate roster that just is one piece away. My point is, hold on.
You call them an adequate roster when he was his last game, he loses to Alabama in a blowout, a goose egg. He lays a goose egg against Alabama, not. So that's an adequate roster.
You're right. That was 49-0.
That's coaching, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, Gus. Why I say it's coaching and not the roster is you got to look at Gene Chizik went 3-9. What was his last year?
3-9. He went 3-9.
He went 3-9. Gus Malzahn comes back adds a few pieces and go to the national championship and was 13 seconds away. It wasn't the roster.
He didn't was the roster because he
but
he
before
did,
that,
he did overhaul.
But before that, Gene Chizik did go 8-5. I believe in the first 2 years before he won that championship.
Yes, he did.
I believe he went 8-5. I believe he went 8-5 the first 2 years before he won that championship.
You're making my point is that the only point I'm making, guys, and I got to get to the Alabama stuff because PhD says she got to go eat now. But family got to go eat. Well, she kind of family, a disenfranchised family member.
No, don't say that.
She's an Alabama fan. She's an Alabama fan.
Yeah,
how's she family and she an Alabama fan, Nick?
No, she just one of them cousins. We just be like, she over there. She just over there. We love her, but she's an Alabama fan. She just over there. She just over there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She know we don't mean no harm, but she
their first cousin.
She's one of them cousins we don't claim. But
what?
She don't claim. She an Alabama fan, Nick. How you? Okay, so you Alabama lover now, Nick?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, yeah.
All right.
I think Roll Tide Willie funny, but other than that, no, I'm good.
Okay, so it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man. Are we your family member, PhD? But answer that. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good question, PhD. Are we?
Are we your family member? You be like, yeah, we just friends. But anyway, bro, y'all got this thing going sideways as usual, as every week.
We gotta do
every week, man. Every week.
How y'all? I mean,
man,
you choose to argue with me over something that I'm pointing out that.
What I'm saying, Travell, I'm not arguing. The only statement I'm disagreeing on is you're saying that those teams like Gus Malzahn had and what Tuberville inherited and all were bad rosters. And what I'm saying is it's relative because I'm saying none of those rosters were worse than what Hugh Freeze inherited. That's all I'm saying, man. Nick Saban included, Kirby Smart included, the Urban Meyer included. They did not inherit a roster that is bad as
Kirby Smart and Urban Meyer ain't Auburn coaches. I ain't even talking about them.
Well,
I'm talking about Auburn coaches only.
Let me ask you this question.
What Auburn inherited.
Let me ask you this question. I saw Bubba put in the chat. He said Gus didn't overhaul the roster. He added Nick Marshall, and the entire offensive line came back from the year before. And I also saw what he said that it really wasn't talent, but it was more of culture. Now I will ask you this question.
I'm gonna get to the comments, but go ahead.
I'm gonna ask this question right here. Was it more scheme? Was it more of a coaching scheme to where when they had those bad years, they came back and they were better than next year? Or was it really that it was one player that one player at one position that made the difference? Was it that because if I'm not mistaken, in that 3-9 season, I believe Clint Mosley was the quarterback. If I'm not mistaken, Clint Mosley was the quarterback the last year of Chizik, and then the next year it was Nick Marshall and Trey Mason.
Well, they also brought in Kyle Frazier to be the next Cam Newton.
See, that's who I'm confusing when you was talking about Cody Burns. I was thinking,
yeah.
Because your boy brought him in.
Also brought in Kyle Frazier.
That's what I was thinking of in my mind. Yeah, Kyle Frazier. I forgot about him. I forgot that. But all I'm saying, Travell, the only thing I'm disagreeing on is that I don't think that they had bad rosters. If you have a bad roster, you got to overhaul the roster. You see what I'm saying?
It was more scheme then. It was more scheme.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The scheme and coach.
We talking about only Gene. We're only talking about in Gene Chizik's situation. That's the only one we can talk about.
So in that question, Gus Malzahn had a better scheme for those players.
He did because
he had a better scheme because he was the offensive coordinator for Gus Malzahn going in. So those players were chosen for his scheme. Okay. He brought in Nick Marshall to complete what he's trying to do.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
Now we're talking about other coaches. We're talking about other coaches when they came in. We're talking about when Thomas Tuberville took over. He took over a team that they roster wasn't hitting. Everybody he brought in that next year, they came in and they gave them a winning season. And most of those guys left like a year after that, right? So when on his tail end, when it was about over for him, he had a bunch of seniors that were about to graduate, and he had Cody Burns at quarterback. Okay, his defense was not there. You know what I'm saying? When Gene Chizik came in, he came in. He had some better recruiters. He had Looper. Am I saying his name right?
Yeah, Looper, Coach Troop.
Yeah, he had better recruiters when he came in. So when he came in, he brought new people in to fill his roster out. He kept the quarterback because the quarterback was kind of proven. You know what I'm saying? That next year they were better than what Tommy Tuberville left him, bro.
That's not what I'm arguing. It's like nobody is. All I'm saying, again, we can beat a dead horse. All I'm saying is none of those rosters were worse than what Hugh Freeze inherited. That's all I'm saying. I don't know else how to say.
They were bad rosters, though. You're trying to say they weren't bad rosters.
They were not bad rosters. What I'm saying is some of those people you named, the rosters weren't as bad as you think because they only added a couple of people. So the rosters wasn't that bad.
So DC, you saying that what you're saying is that Hugh Freeze inherited basically a dumpster fire of roster, and now he needs time to rebuild it. And overhaul.
That's all I'm saying, man. I'm not saying that Tuberville roster wasn't quote unquote bad. That's why I say it's relative to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it wasn't as bad as Hugh Freeze. And then some of those people you named, like Gus Malzahn and them cats, the roster wasn't bad because they only had to add a couple of players. So it wasn't the roster. It was Gene Chizik trying to go to power running ball when you had spread players. And it proved out when Gus Malzahn came back in. He took the same players and went to the national championship off a 3-9 season.
So that's my question. It was more scheme.
It was scheme.
It was more scheme than coaching.
Well, you said he went spread, right? That's what you said, right?
No, I said Gus Malzahn tried to run heavy. He tried to go downhill running. He tried to go back to what Tuberville
12 personnel.
Yeah, he tried to go back to what Tuberville was doing.
Well, Tuberville was trying to go spread.
That's why it didn't work, because he tried to go from power to spread in one season. That doesn't work, bro. You have to migrate those because you don't have the personnel to match.
I thought Tony Franklin had a good year as the OC at Auburn. Then they win.
No, man, Tony Franklin got fired mid-season, bro. He got fired mid-season. Yeah, he got fired because they lost to Vanderbilt. Yeah, it's because Tuberville was running power football, and he tried to go to hurry up.
He tried to go spread. That last year.
You can't do that. You gotta integrate and migrate to that type of system because the personnel is different. And you're making my point. It wasn't the roster; it was the scheme. It wasn't a terrible roster.
But even though your roster has to depend on your scheme, you recruit for your scheme. So if I recruit all spread players and I try to run a power, whose fault is that? It's still my recruiting, bro. If I'm not recruiting for what I want, all right. If I want a power lifter, okay. If my whole thing is power, why would I recruit a speed guy? Why would I bring a speed guy in if I want power? That makes no sense. So it's still my roster.
I think it's a little bit more to that than what's going on, because I think after that 2010 season, a lot of them seniors did leave. That roster was kind of, it was a lot of underclassmen. It was a lot of underclassmen on that roster as well. I will say that. And Kyle Frazier was supposed to be the guy, he was supposed to be the guy to come in to take over. He was recruited by Gus Malzahn, but Gus Malzahn went to Arkansas State. He went to Arkansas State. And then when he came back, he brought in Nick Marshall, and the rest is history. So I think a lot of those spread guys were recruited by Malzahn, which is why it worked when he came back after a year of being gone. So I don't know what we talking really.
I don't either. I'm
so confused. I think we saying the same thing. I think we all saying the same thing.
She's trying to give old boy an out for having a losing season because his roster was bad. Okay. If that's the case, you could do the same thing with Brian Harsin. But I'm not giving him out.
Wait,
All right, y'all. We got it. I got
that is a different conversation that we don't have time for. No,
I understand it, but I'm not giving him freezing out. That's my thing. I'm not giving him an out.
We know you don't like.
He was a bad hire, bro.
We know you don't
until he shows me something different. I'm on his neck, bro.
All right.
And y'all can defend him all you want, but until he shows me something different, if he don't give me 9 wins this year, poof that dude, man.
All right, Terrell, man.
All right, Terrell. Hey, why you in the bathroom, dog? Stop her.
All right.
Nah, man. I need the light. I need the light.
I got you.
He put me on TV. I need.
This is somebody come take my place, because I wouldn't even admit it that I was in the bathroom, Travail.
Look, man, he called me out. What I'm gonna do? Lie? What you want me to lie?
I would just say, don't worry about it. Don't worry about where I am, Nick.
No, brother. Hey, look. You don't bring a truth teller on the show and expect him to lie, man. Don't work that way.
I would have been like, mind your own business. That
it ain't like I'm in here doing the do. I'm just in here for the light. If I would say, yo, man, I'm in here dropping a load, brother, talking to y'all boys. I didn't say that.
This is the greatest.
And that's not what I'm doing. I'm getting here because the light done. Right now, man. I don't have my glasses. I told you I don't have my glasses.
I'm gonna let you go, JaVale, on that one.
So I couldn't see. So you know what I'm saying? So I needed the light. The light is done in the
I'm gonna let you go on that.
Okay. The greatest show on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
You just came in and you just in the bathroom just for the light. I got it. I got it, man.
The greatest show on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen.
I got it. The greatest show on
YouTube. This show not gonna be on YouTube.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand what y'all got here, man. Y'all got a cast of
characters. Like this show not gonna be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, y'all get me canceled. I'm coming for all y'all, bro.
Oh man,
I'll get you canceled. We said nothing. We have said no profanity.
I gotta let you go, JaVale.
We are here every Sunday, 5 p.m. Central.
Man, this is the greatest show on YouTube. All the cast of characters we got tight sports. We got emotional Nick. We got Tim Tucker.
Wait a minute.
Tim Tucker be calling you out every week. I don't know why that man be coming for you, bro.
Hey man, I don't know, but it is what it is, man. I'm trying to figure out why I'm emotional. What happened? What's going on?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The man said you're a serial killer. Like, why does he come for you like that, man?
I don't know, but we got to get to the question.
You drive an unmanned SUV, like.
Yeah.
All right, man.
What is all this?
We gotta let you go, man. I gotta let you go. I don't know wherever the show is going, man. But we appreciate you coming.
This is great, man. This is great.
You about to get 1,000 likes off this. Watch.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Oh man.
God, man.
That's good right there, man. That's good. All right, so what's this question for type?
Man, let me get to it. It's like, Jesus, man.
I think I know what it's about. I think it has something to do with Nick Saban. I think it has something to do with Nick Saban.
All right, y'all. All right, okay. Let me grab my sanity back, man, with this. I don't know what that was. I don't even know where we went, but I hope everybody learned something.
We went a long way out.
Yeah, we went a long ways, man. We went a long way. All right, man. We let's get back on it where we were. They were talking about that your boy need to be doing fries.
Yeah, Wendy's. Yeah.
And Jonathan said Jax, and I said Jax underrated. And my man Bubba said, oh, okay, Bubba finna get me canceled. Asia says she's an Arby's apologist. Oh man, Asia said the Arby's theory that makes sense.
Hey, take the A and the R away. It's Arby's roast beef. I'm just telling you. I got it from Dion Cole.
Okay.
He got me thinking about it. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
PhD says she has an Arby's story. She can't share it though.
Got a Jack story.
Jack story. Yeah, I'm like Arby's equals roast beef.
See,
he said Nick just blew my mind.
Told you. I'm telling you, make you think.
Okay. The old man said,
always bringing up
old stuff. I'm trying to cut down on the profanities and use. This man just called us from his bathroom, and
that's funny. That was funny.
Oh my God. What's up, old man? Old man, old man, please help me, man. I'm going. It's off the rails today, man. I need somebody to just help my mental state, man.
Like Busta Rhymes. Every time I come and I gotta get it.
The old man is in the house. Now, let me do this right quick. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's all I'm saying, Bubba. Jesus, Nazareth, man. Okay, let me get to this question because
PhD gotta go eat. They hungry.
PhD gotta go eat. She hungry, man. She going to Jack's. This is a question I have to ask Tight and PhD and all the Auburn fans. Nick Saban, SEC Media Days.
Yeah,
they asked him who was going to the championship.
Yeah.
Nick Saban said Texas and Georgia.
Ooh.
Nick Saban didn't even pick Alabama to go to the SEC. Now, I'm not saying win the championship. He didn't even pick Alabama to go to Atlanta.
You know his office in the stadium, so he see them practicing every day.
He see them practicing every day, Nick. Did he look? My question is, did Nick Saban look out the window? Did Nick Saban look out the glass and was like,
that ain't gonna work.
That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work right now.
That's what Nick Saban said.
That ain't gonna work. Is that what he's saying? The PhD
tight.
The line open if y'all want to come and vocalize what y'all want to say.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? And why y'all thinking on that one?
Now, we'll tell you this. On the Water Cooler Talk podcast that we have, that me and my co-host Marcus Fitzpatrick, we do every Wednesday. We had this conversation. And Marcus, neither one of us picked Alabama to go to the SEC championship game. Marcus has Ole Miss winning against Texas. I have Texas beating Georgia. So
thank you. Yeah. Okay. So you ain't picking them either. Nor Marcus, nor Nick Saban. None of y'all picking them. So I got to catch up because I got to hear what they got to say. You're right. That's what. Thank you. 2010 offensive line was holdover and no Tight. I am not an Alabama fan by any means. Travell preaching. You see, Bubba just said the 2010 was a holdover from Tuberville. The rosters were not bad rosters.
I understand. This is my thing. I understand where Travell coming from because I think you had a couple of dynamic players that made the difference. Like Cam Newton and Nick Fairley were dynamic players. Yeah, Nick Fairley, when he wanted to be, he was a dynamic player. Cam Newton was probably the greatest college football player to ever play the game of college football. Like dynamic players. And that's the reason why I say, like, if he wasn't on that team, how many games would Auburn have won? You know what I'm saying? If Nick Marshall wasn't on that 2013 team, does that team go to the national championship?
What if Derrick Henry didn't play for Alabama?
They still would have won.
But what if Terry Bradshaw didn't play for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
We don't. You're right. We don't know. But the thing, but the Steelers was known for defense then, though. They were known for defense. Steel Curry. Come on now.
Man, my whole point is just I don't get it. My whole point is it still doesn't mean the Steelers had a bad roster if you take Terry Bradshaw off. The roster is not bad. He's saying we had bad rosters. That's what I'm saying. Tuberville didn't leave them a bad roster. You see what I'm saying? Tuberville tried to move to a different scheme and it failed him. But I mean,
I agree with you there. But you know, like you said, it's rare. It's relative to what people think. It's relative to what people think.
Okay. Thank you.
Really?
27 was. It wasn't what I'm telling y'all, dude. I'm gonna keep going because I done beat that horse to death.
I would say 2017 was probably more offensive line, maybe.
Hey, the roster wasn't bad. That's all I'm saying. What's up, Sharpshooters? That's another Alabama
Sharpshooters podcast. What's going on? Be sharp.
Check out that Sharpshooters podcast. They talking everything, just like Nick them. They talking NBA, NFL. They get into culture, man. They Alabama fans, which hey.
Except for Tez, they be doing Tez wrong.
Yeah, somebody got to be an Alabama fan, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying? Sade, not an Alabama fans in the comments hugging each other. Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, he said DC starving Bama fans. And we get into it now. I'm trying to
we asked the question. We ain't got a response yet.
Yeah. But we so far back in the comments from arguing with Chevelle that it's just like Jesus, man. Yeah, he's saying Gus didn't overhaul the roster, and this is her.
Oh yeah, when we said she said depending on the other week. All right, then PhD. All right, I like that.
We're speaking specifically on if PhD is a family member based on Auburn, Alabama affiliation.
That's it.
Other than that, yes.
Yeah,
that's it. That's what we're talking about. When we say disenfranchised. Okay. All right, man. Bubba saying scheme played a part, but culture was bigger. I agree. Okay. Exactly. 5. It was Cam plus the
Cam plus FOMO. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Oh God. They in here like
we asked the question. I ain't
that was before. That was when we was probably on with Travail, man.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, man. Tight still on here how much he love Cam. Exactly, man. Exactly, man. You say his boy did, Travail, you need some bourbon, man.
Oh boy.
Now
Now
tried to implement a pro style offense. Exactly. It's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Now he did. Now he did make a statement at the beginning of it where I was like, what has Hugh Freeze done besides beating Nick Saban twice?
I agree.
That is a legitimate question. Just gonna be honest with you. That's a legitimate question. Like, besides him beating Nick Saban twice, what has he done?
Yeah. Y'all, bro, I don't know. Y'all took that one somewhere else, man. I don't know.
Well, I didn't even read it. I don't, No.
I was saying with Travail when you just said that. I was thinking about the conversation with Travail.
Yeah. Now I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. They have four less. That doesn't mean it's right though. Tight. Case by case.
Wow. Tight. Wow. Was it real? Do you think? Oh man, y'all funny, man.
Hot white fire, man.
In hot fire,
like Dylon. I cannot put that on, Bubba. Y'all read that in the comments. I don't agree with this. Checkers has the best fries.
Nah, I disagree with that one. I disagree with that one. Checkers is nowhere. I don't even think Checkers on the top 10.
This is, man, y'all, bro. Hey, man, Jonathan, man, this is every week, man. This is every week, bro. This is every week, man.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. We got everything you want. I don't know. I can't. Wait. Don't know.
Oh man, golly, how far are we behind, Nick?
No, we almost at the bottom.
Travail came on here and just turned the show upside down, man. Okay. PhD, you gonna have to tell us. Oh, I guess off.
Yeah, he definitely looked out the window and was like, "Nah."
Yeah,
the reason why.
Now we caught it. Okay, this is what I want to know. Saban didn't pick Alabama, man. What's y'all take on it?
Yeah, I think he's right. Alabama's without him, they ain't gonna win.
So Tight saying he think it's Tight saying he think it's motivation. He said he think it's his motivation.
Really? Okay.
The Alabama fans speak. PhD, what you think? Okay. Tight saying, bro, I mean, can y'all put this in language where I can post it up, man? Could y'all put it in a simpler form of language so I can post it so the kids can see it? And my mama.
Oh, PhD's in StreamYard.
Uh-oh. All right. PhD, we gonna bring you on, PhD. We go. Hold on, man.
Here's my
PhD, we gonna bring you on. Just hold on just a second. Let me take a Tylenol. Hold on.
But this is my question. Okay. Wouldn't Saban be the perfect person to know if Alabama is ready to if they are if they are going to make it, because he knows what's left behind.
He knows what's left behind, but
When
a
he know
lot of those players left too, though. You got to remember.
I know. You know, you got a Caleb Downs is gone.
Mhm.
You had the lineman that left, then came back.
Mhm.
Did he leave again, or he's still there? I think he's still there.
Caleb Downs gone, bro. He had
I'm talking about the offensive lineman that went to Iowa.
He came back.
Oh, he came back. Okay, he came back. But
back.
I mean, he would know. He would know that maybe it's a bunch of underclassmen that's just not, they haven't proven themselves yet to his standards. So we don't know. But I mean, then the board did bring in his quarterback. He did bring in a couple of receivers. He did bring in, you know, all his people and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I would trust, especially when it comes to Alabama, I would probably trust Nick Saban's opinion a little bit more, because he knows what's left behind. So we'll see.
Okay. Tight on here trying to advertise his channel. That, my God, man.
Site Sports going live Monday.
We're gonna bring. I cannot, man. Lord Jesus, man. Somebody help me. We finna bring PhD in, man. PhD, what's up? Holla at us, man.
It took y'all long enough.
Man, that's Nick and Travail going. Just keep Nick. You and Travail just going and just going.
What?
You go argue with Travail and go talk about Tommy Tuberville and all this. But go ahead, PhD.
I'm about to pass out from starvation, waiting on your help.
Man. I bet, PhD.
But you know, but I'm supporting you all, so you know,
we appreciate it.
They appreciate it.
We move you back to first cousin status. Go ahead.
Yeah, you first cousin.
And if you want to know the Jack story after I make a comment about Saban, I'll
tell us the Jack story.
All right. So Saban did say, because I watched Media Days, you know, happy birthday to me. So that was a great, you know, way for.
That's right. Your birthday was Wednesday, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So Saban said he did say that, you know, about who would go to the championship game, but he also mentioned about the secondary and how there's still some work to do with the secondary, like a lot of work that needs to be done, which I agree. You know, that was the issue when he was even there. However, I do agree with my dear friend, Tight Sports, about it could be Saban's motivating the team as well, and not showing the hand, you know, like, hey, I'm putting this out here. So, you know, and he probably is looking out the window.
Yeah, I think he's looking out the window.
I mean, his office is right there. So
they ain't ready. They ain't ready.
We can't be having Roll Tide Willie in the practice. They need to be practicing, and they out there listening to Roll Tide Willie. What are they doing?
Well, Roll Tide Willie hadn't been there in a little while. They're gonna start, you know, morning practice. You know what? Roll Tide Willie has stopped smoking cigarettes. 3 packs.
Yeah, you saw that a year.
Now they're gonna work on his beer intake.
Well, that's not gonna stop.
Why you say that, Nick? Come on, man.
That's not gonna stop. He getting too many.
Nick, you putting the Eve on him.
He getting too many endorsements.
Yeah, he is, and it's his drinking that helps him. You know,
yeah, it is.
But it doesn't mean he could stop drinking and just, you know what I'm saying, he could sip it and throw the can away and spit it out after they cut the camera.
It won't be the same.
I don't think it'll be the same. So okay, you know, so yeah, Saban, I think, like I say, brought up secondary. How they still need to work on that, but I think it's also possibly motivation. We'll see. I don't know. I have a good friend of mine. You all will pass out, but he said 11-1.
Nah.
And we're gonna win the SEC championship.
Nah. I think Texas comes in year one and wins the SEC. I think they beat Ole Miss.
But did you hear what Saban said about Texas?
What? Yeah. Tell us, PhD. I heard
they're not going to run the SEC. Come in here and run the SEC.
He said it.
Sarkisian. I'm telling y'all now. Sarkisian. He taking. You know what? You remember Jordan in the Last Dance documentary? Yeah. You know, I took that personal. I think that's what Sarkisian's saying. You know, I took that personally. You know, I think he about to take that personally. So we about to see what happens. I think Texas is primed and ready to come into the SEC. They big boy football. Both sides of the line of scrimmage are just amazing. They big and they physical. Texas is ready. Texas is ready to come in.
I'm picking Texas and Georgia too. PhD, who you picking
for the SEC?
The SEC championship. Are you gonna disagree with the GOAT Nick Saban? Is what I want to know.
No, I'm not going to disagree with him. I would probably go for Georgia because I like Georgia more than I like Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you.
It's going to be a really good game, I think, and potentially close. I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm not going to be mad, if Alabama's not there, because we know y'all's team not going to make it there.
See this right here. This right. You see what I'm saying? We was doing fine.
We was doing great.
We were doing great, Nick.
We were doing great.
If I had some nourishment, wasn't waiting for a long time, to probably
Nick,
we were doing great. We was doing amazing. We were amazing.
See, I was, and then not only that, PhD, this is what's bad about it. You know what I'm saying? I was saying disenfranchised, and Nick was correcting me and saying, man, no, we can't do PhD like that, man, and all this stuff.
All right. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. I'll ask for forgiveness.
Nick, did you see what happened, Nick? You saw it, right?
See,
Alabama go Alabama, man. Alabama go Alabama. They go Alabama, Nick.
I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even watch Hugh Freeze for SEC media.
See that right now? Nick, it's going from bad to worse.
Nick,
well,
I didn't watch some of the other teams too. So
but she watched the board though. She made sure she watched the board.
Oh, absolutely.
She made sure she got to see the board.
PhD, what other teams did you watch?
I watched Ole Miss. And I loved what Kiffin said to Feinbaum. He gave him some total shade. So if you haven't seen it, I can't describe. You have to look it up and see. It was so good. And I watched Mississippi State. I don't know why.
Why are you watching Jeff Levy? What? Okay.
Well, I didn't have anything.
Now, no.
You know what? Levy didn't watch Hugh Freeze. Listen.
I'm going to make a point. I'm gonna make a point when she get done. Who else did you watch? I'm thinking of one more person. Who did she watch?
I did watch Texas.
See, listen, the three people she named. Kiffin was the OC at Texas. Sarkisian was the OC at Texas, and Nick Saban said, at Alabama. And Nick Saban said he tried to hire Jeff Levy to be the OC at Alabama when he was there. So she just watched all the people that was going to potentially.
No, it wasn't like that. No, it wasn't. It was not that, Nick. It was also, it was also, you have to pay attention who potential threats are to Alabama.
What? Oh my God, man! Oh my God!
You know what? She right.
You asked me. You asked. I clarified.
You know what? I can't be mad. I can't be mad. I can't be mad because Alabama is the defending SEC champions. So she's right.
Mississippi State is not a threat to Alabama, Nick.
Well, I mean, but I didn't have anything else to do that day. So
you saying Mississippi State is more of a threat to Alabama than Auburn is?
No, I'm saying. Well, I'm not saying Mississippi. I'm talking about more so Texas and Ole Miss.
Yeah, I think Texas wins it.
Yeah, more so Texas and Ole Miss. I don't see Auburn being a threat. I don't. Not this year. I don't. DeBoer. I mean, look at DeBoer's recruiting. You're gonna take away from DeBoer's recruiting?
What about it, man? What about DeBoer recruiting?
Like all the recruits that we got, you're gonna take that away from him?
I'm not taking it away, man. I'm not taking it away.
And his coaching record it's much better than Hugh Freeze.
But Hugh Freeze was coaching in the SEC though, PhD.
I'm just saying.
DeBoer wasn't. DeBoer was in the Pac-10 where they don't even.
Where did Washington go last year? How far did Washington go last year?
They lost like Alabama did.
No, how far? I said.
Both Alabama.
Now you interrupted me because you don't want to hear the truth. You can't handle.
I'm not going to travail you, PhD. I'm not going to travail you. I'm gonna let you talk. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, Washington. How far did Washington go versus Auburn? Now you want to bring up Auburn's always been in the SEC, so that should not be you all's continuing excuse.
Ooh.
What the SEC is. It's the top-notch #1 conference in college football. So to say, Auburn is in SEC. I mean, really, that's going to be your That's going to be your reasoning.
I never mentioned Auburn as being an SEC and that being a crutch for Auburn. I was saying DeBoer hasn't coached in the SEC, so we really don't know. I said Hugh Freeze has coached in the SEC. That's probably why he doesn't have a better record than DeBoer, because he coached in the SEC. You see what I'm saying? I was saying Hugh Freeze, not Auburn.
How far did Washington go last year? When
they lost in the championship game.
No, that's not.
I'm telling you how far they went. They went to the championship game and lost.
Okay.
So what's the point?
But they played top teams, right? You would
no, they
well, hold up, time out. Hold up. we had this. I don't know if y'all remember. We had this conversation last season where I said last season, I made the argument that the Pac-12 just last year by itself, had a better conference overall, had a better season overall as a conference than the SEC did. And a lot of people said that I was wrong. But I said just based off of that last year, I thought the Pac-12 had a better conference. They had a little bit more, they had more competitive games. That's what I said. But
I don't agree. I still don't agree with that. But
yeah,
I mean,
I know you don't. I know you. Yeah. I know you don't.
So PhD. So do you think the on piggybacking on Nick's questions, and what Nick just said, do you think the Pac-12 had better teams than the SEC last year?
Yeah, I think I rarely watched the Pac-12 prior to last season. Watching those schools play, I was like, goodness gracious. SEC was, it was SEC. Of course, I'm going to be for the SEC, but the excitement, it was just different. I was like, dang, it's the Pac-12. It's like
I'm not asking. This is what I'm asking, this is the same debate. I'm not asking about what was more exciting. I'm saying head to head, if you would have placed top to bottom the SEC teams playing the Pac-12 teams, you saying the Pac-12 teams would have beat all the SEC teams, a majority of them. Well, that's what I'm saying. Who has the better teams, not who has the most exciting football? Because I was watching Colorado just every week.
But the excitement was because of the play. I mean, I don't watch football just because people are cheering. I watch what's happening on the field, right? And how the team showed up. And I was surprised that I was even watching Pac-12 games like that.
Okay,
I never watch Pac-12 games like that.
Okay, right. But what I'm saying is I was watching Colorado, they went 4-8, and their games were exciting.
Well, you can pick and choose certain games. I mean, golly, the only reason why people started watching Colorado like I did is because I've been a Deion fan forever and a day, and Deion brings the hype. And then we all saw how that ended.
Sure.
What happened with that? The hype stopped. Lil Wayne and them weren't going to Boulder.
All right, so here
I'm asking you and Nick this. Let me ask this last question. Tell me what Pac teams were so superior that we thought that they were that good. Aside, the only teams I saw that the Pac-12 had was Washington and Oregon.
You're going into what I was about to say.
Okay,
so when I looked at the conferences as a whole, okay, the Pac-12 had 3 teams that won 10 or more games. Then the next 4 teams won 8 or more games. Compared to the SEC last year, SEC had 5 teams that won 10 or more games. And then no other teams, only one other team after that won 8 or more games. So my thing is, it was a lot more competitive in the middle. It was a lot more competitive teams that had better records than some of the teams that was in the SEC. That's the reason why I said that last season by itself, the Pac-12 had a more competitive conference overall than the SEC. That was my point to the whole situation. You had those middle of the pack teams that won 8-9 games. They went 8-5. But besides the other teams that won 10 or more in the SEC, everybody else won 5, 6, 7 games. I mean 5, 6, 7 games or less. But you had those 4 teams in the Pac-12 that won 8 or more. So you had more teams. You had more teams that won 8 or more games than you did in the SEC. So that's the reason why I was under the impression that, and that's the reason why I saw it as the Pac-12 had a more competitive conference overall. That's just how I see it. It seemed as if the SEC was more top heavy, whereas in the Pac-12 it was more evened out. That's the reason why where the competitiveness came from. That's my rationale behind it. So
I agree with Nick.
You got anything else to add, PhD?
Well, look at you. Look at your body language. Arms all folded and stuff.
I'm about to explode right here.
Arms all folded. Your body.
I'm about to just rip the whole screen off. With y'all saying the Pac-12 was better than the SEC
last season.
Football season.
I heard y'all. I heard y'all say last year.
Yes,
I heard y'all say last year.
Yes, they were. They were. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying yes, they were. The Pac-12 had a more balanced conference overall, where the SEC was top heavy, and the teams below them were not that good. They were not good. They were not good teams. They weren't. It's just a matter of fact. We've been under this impression that the SEC is so good and so great for so many years, and the closest thing to us was the Big Ten, which has been true, which has been very true. And even people can doubt that, because you really only had 2 teams in the SEC that actually had, well, 3 LSU. You really only had 2 teams in the SEC that's actually represented the SEC consistently in the college football playoff, which is Alabama and Georgia. I mean, if you think, and if you look at it from that perspective, from people that are outside the SEC that want to hate on us, they have a fair point. Like, what other teams in the conference are actually making noise? Besides those
the
2 teams,
Pac-12 exposed the SEC last season for the, I was like, whoa, it showed some of, how different. Yeah. Just last year though.
Last year, we're not saying overall DC, we just saying last year for the 2023 football season.
Just last year
was a better conference overall. That's it. That's it.
I'm crying in my hands, man. Go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead, man. Y'all go ahead.
We'll let him, be in his feelings. And,
I'm just not. I'm not gonna do it
out.
today,
just work it out. It's okay.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even do it today.
Look at. See, you always saying, DC, that I'm always about Alabama this, Alabama that. Did I say anything about Alabama going to the SEC championship game?
No, but you defend. But I'm telling you, the reason we're talking about this whole Pac-12 thing is good is because you're trying to justify how great Kalen DeBoer is.
No, I'm talking.
That's why we're talking about it, because you said you're talking about how many games Kalen DeBoer won in the Pac-12, and they went to the championship and they played great teams to get there.
Okay,
so you have to justify.
Go ahead. I think I saw Travell put in the chat something about Hugh Freeze starting at Liberty, and then what? Come on now, let's talk about him and what he's done since he was at Liberty University.
And I will say this too. We went over the rankings last year based on what it was. I mean, not last year, last week, of how basically Oregon could be 1A or 1B to Ohio State in the Big Ten. Kalen DeBoer beat Oregon twice last year.
Okay,
and they lost Bo Nix. I mean,
well, I gotta get
coming in.
I gotta get PhD off here. She gonna have Nick on the Alabama channel.
Never.
PhD that came on here and like, bro, golly, man, I gotta get you. What else, PhD? Because I gotta get you off here, man.
Because you were sitting here trying to.
This is an Alabama Pac-12 show now. But go ahead.
No, listen, you all talked last week.
Turned the show into Alabama Pac-12 show, PhD.
Well, I listened to Nick last week go over all that stuff he was doing, talking about last week, and I was just like, okay, I don't even understand what he's saying. Techniques and stuff. I'm still processing that. That's gonna take me a while, so I'm gonna listen a little bit to Nick on this one.
Wow, dang. What?
I am. I'm gonna give you your kudos, Nick. But before I go, there was a Jax in Tuscaloosa years ago. Story went out that one of the workers, male, I'm gonna keep it clean.
Oh wow,
please,
did some things to the food. Okay.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's why I never ate at Jack's. That's the Jack story. Okay. And it's true because other people talked about it.
Oh wow.
And he got fired. He got fired. Some people go to jail? He got fired. So next time you go to Jack's.
Oh my God. Now you don't ruin it for me, man. Thank you, PhD. Appreciate it.
All right, I'm about to go eat my shrimp Caesar salad.
Yeah, after you done turned my show into an Alabama Washington show.
Well, wait a minute. You asked me, you spent forever and a day waiting to ask me and Tight a question.
I asked y'all about y'all going to the SEC championship. I ain't asked you to come in here and turn my co-host into an Alabama fan.
Not Alabama fan.
He's not. He's just speaking real truth in football. That's all.
Oh my God.
All right, don't worry about it, DC. Nothing but love for you.
My God.
Okay.
Love you. Thank you, man.
All right, you all have a good night.
You do not.
Bye, man. Jesus, man. I'm like, bro, Jesus. Okay. I got to show you this nigga. We about to get off here because this thing.
Hey, shout out to Alan Berry for coming in. New name that's popped up. Shout out to Rock Hart. Whoa, never mind. I didn't even see that last part. I can't say that. Shout out to Rock. Shout out to Rock for coming in. And stuff like that. Just want to say that because I did see them pop up while we was in Always on the call with
All right, man.
HD.
Let me show you this, Nick. And this I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna show y'all. And we about to get out of here, y'all.
Jacket.
I'm trying to come, man. I'm trying to come down to the bottom of the
Wait a minute.
comments, man. Hold on, man. Let me show you what Bubba did, Nick. Let me show you.
What do you
Show you
do?
what Bubba did. This is just some. I can't. Let me try to get to it. This is just crazy, Bubba, man. Y'all, bruh. Look what Bubba did.
All right, I'm looking.
Just making
DC
pull up more comments.
Comments.
This dude, I'm like trying to catch the comments, and this dude, man.
Shout out to Bubba for that. That's good, Bubba.
Bro, I'm
good.
like literally struggling
good.
trying to catch up with the comments, and this, bro,
That's good,
man. I promise you, man. I promise you,
That's
man.
good. He doing it again.
PhD, you got to thank Bubba for making it take so long, man. This dude is.
This is great, man. This is great.
All right, man. All right, I'm gonna try. All right, yeah. Yeah, Terrell Saban won't make it. Tight is talking about he come on that Monday at 6:30. Y'all go over there and listen to Alabama because they done tried to come on here and make it an Alabama station. Alan Barry, what's up, man? We're glad to have you in here, Alan Barry. You see, we got some. Oh my God.
Shout out to
Just look in the comments, Alan Barry. But hey, man, it's all fun and games. This is what we do. And I appreciate y'all patience, man. I'm trying to get, if people call in, I want to get them on. If people in the comments, man, I want to get them on because I want to get, it's the Auburn family. And it's like, we're not sitting up here trying to be some experts or something, man. This is the Alabama family. I mean, see, they got me saying Alabama.
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa.
This is an Auburn. Bro, this is a Auburn show that usually.
Whoa.
This is an Auburn show that usually go off the rails like this every week.
Every day, every week,
man. I don't know what that means. Sounds kind of.
I know exactly what he was saying.
Okay. Right.
I know exactly what he was saying. Looking out the window from the B-Ham dealership, probably more than likely. All right. We still talking about the roster and the scheme fit.
I guess
we still talking about the roster in the scheme fit,
bro. Y'all took it off the rails with that, man.
Well, we still going. We still going with it.
Number one sounds about right. Alabama versus Alabama and Atlanta.
Alabama fans, man. I tell you, bro.
Man.
Rock hard.
Lord Jesus, I didn't even see that, man. Change your username so I can put you up there, man. I can't put
Rock
you
hard
up there.
That's what he said.
I can't, yeah, man. Yo, Rock, man. What's up, though, man? For real, though, man. Appreciate you having me in there, man.
Shout out to Rock, man. Shout out for joining us, man.
I just might have to read your comments again, Rock. My mama watch it, man.
Shout out to Rock.
My mama watching, my nephews and nieces watching, so it's only so much I can put up here. Lord have mercy. He said the brilliant. He called PhD the brilliant hater,
and I'm the bag. He called him brilliant hater.
The brilliant hater. That's man. I love that, man. We're gonna adopt that one. The brilliant hater.
The brilliant hater.
Brilliant hater. All right, man.
We still talking about the capstone coaching clinic. In parentheses. We still talking about overall talent and scheme fit.
There we go, right there, man. There we go.
Brilliant.
He won't let it go, man.
I think that they caught on. Yeah,
I am in distress, man. Bubba, they got me stressed, man.
She was like, look at your body language.
Bubba, they got me stressed out, man. They got me stressed out, man.
Oh,
I'm for real,
boy.
Man.
That's funny.
She gave us, yeah, man.
Yeah, we did, yeah. We ain't
I can't. Here go the name again, man. Bruh, I'm gonna have to read yours. My mama watching Rock. The little children rocking.
The little children watching Rock.
Great conference, man. Okay, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this thing, man. I gotta get y'all comment. I gotta get the comments, man.
I will say Deion had a lot to do with the Pac-12 being watched last year as well. Because Colorado was there. So I think that had a lot to do with it as well, too. Oh, Utah did beat Florida. Utah beat Florida the first game of the season. They did. I mean, actually, the first play.
Okay, I'm gonna listen to that. I'm gonna let y'all go with it. I'm gonna let y'all go with that, man. I'm not gonna even put up an argument on that one, man. Y'all, the Pac-12 was better than the SEC, man.
Last year, yeah, I said it was. I know. When I said, I know everybody was like, no. I was like, okay, all right.
Okay, Allen Berry.
Didn't DeBoer be the Texas team with more talent last year with the Washington team that has less talent than he has at Alabama right now? He got a point.
All right.
He got a point.
Allen Berry agree with
point.
y'all. Allen, you agree that the Pac-12 was better than the SEC last year?
He got a point.
That's what I want to know.
Point, man. He got a point.
That's what I want to know.
That's not what he was saying. He was saying that I think he was saying in that situation that DeBoer should be better at Alabama this year because he has more talent than he had at Washington. So he should. So why shouldn't he be considered? Why shouldn't Alabama be considered a SEC champion favorite? I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I get it, and clarify, Allen. So, Allen, I'm asking you: was the Pac-12 better than the SEC last year?
I think they were, Allen. So, yeah, you saw that last comment. I can't wait till you get to that one. I can't wait till you get to that one.
No, who is this, man?
DC Wolf's biggest hater. Wow, DC built like a special needs act. Whoa!
Who is this?
Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hey, yo, who is that? Yo. Yo. Oh my God. Yo, that is hilarious. Yo, who is that? Hey, please tell us who you are.
Hey, DC, what biggest hater, man? Hey, man, you.
Yo, not a special needs action figure, bro. Where did you come up with that, bro? A special needs at what? Wow.
Hey, he said, Rock said, dude on the left sucker. That would be me.
That who he talking?
Hey, Rock, man, bro. This I couldn't take it no more. Rock, they got me, man. They got me today.
Look at the last comment.
He said DC get an F. Nick get a B-, DC get an F.
Okay.
How am I getting an F for defending the SEC, man? For saying the SEC was better than the Pac-12 last year. How am I getting an F? Unbelievable, man. Hey, Bubba, you gonna see it every time when somebody's saying the Pac-12 is better than the SEC. I just couldn't take it no more, man. Oh,
that's
my
a
God.
question. Low-key, that's a question. I think. Do you think last season, the 2023 football season, do you think the Pac-12 overall as a conference was better than the SEC?
Oh my God, Kalen the boys, bro. It's like, bro, Kalen the boy is a better coach than Hugh Freeze. Awesome, man. This is just great, man. This is awesome. Yeah, this is it's regret for like letting I should have pre-recorded the show. It's regret. I should have pre-recorded the show and just posted it.
Here's my thing.
Aside from letting people call in and comment,
I like it when people call in and comment.
Jesus, man,
keep calling in. We trying to lead in. We trying to lead in the Firebomb on SEC Network. We trying to be the lead in show.
So what y'all trying to do? Drive me to insanity in the process of it?
Nah, you gotta do what Firebomb do. Firebomb just sitting there and just look stoic. Man. And just say next
War Eagle, Miss Wolf. War Eagle, man.
War Eagle, Miss Wolf. War Eagle.
Man, Rock saying say his name with respect.
No, but look at the last one though. Look at the last one when you get down.
He said that's my name for real though. That's your real name?
It's your real name, Rock. What? That's not your real name. That's not your name on your driver's license. That's your real name for real. That's not your name on your driver's license.
Okay, Rock. Show us your name on your driver's license, Rock. This is
great. This is great, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us here. This is dope. Quinn Colley. That's a new name. Quinn Colley. What's going on?
Quinn Colley, what's up, man? Quinn, please. I don't know if you saw the whole show. Please go back and look at the part when PhD, the brilliant hater, came on and her and Nick start hugging each other, loving on each other, talking about the Pac-12 was better than the SEC.
Tell you, man. Last season, we just talking about. Let's purpose that.
We know we saying last season. You don't have to keep saying that. I understand it was last season. I understand. I don't agree, but
Okay.
However,
okay.
how well would the defense perform? Let's get on something rational, man.
I think the defense will perform. I think if I had to give them a ranking, if we ranking them out of 16 teams in the SEC this year, I think they will be ranked somewhere between 7 and 10.
Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. Them next two. Yeah, it's funny. I think we'll be somewhere between 7 and 10, middle of the pack, a little bit below.
Yeah. Defense. How well would the defense perform?
I think
in the SEC.
At the end of the season, I think we'll be ranked like 7, 8, 9, somewhere in there.
I agree. Unless like, and Bubba could tell you, Bubba, chime in on this, man, because Bubba gave us a breakdown of what the defense, how DJ Durkin performed against, and I think it was more specific the Miami game. Yeah, you can go to Bubba, and the old man, Sports Talk, Auburn Sports Talk. They have a channel. Check them out, man. He'll break it down for you. Bubba, where do you think they'll be ranked? Bubba is our resident
statistician.
Yes, all that. So I think they'll be middle of the pack, maybe like around 6, 7. I'm with Nick on that.
I got them in that range.
Yeah, I'm with Nick on it.
DC Wolf made me change my name. That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious, man. Everybody, that's rock. DC Wolf made me change my name. That's great. That is great.
And
bro, that is great. That is great right there, man. That is a great comeback. He actually went into the settings and changed.
Man, oh my God, bro. This season ain't even started yet. This is just off the chains, man.
This is great, man.
Oh my God, man. Okay. This is the question. Am I gonna make it through the season with y'all, man? This is gonna be great, man. Am I gonna make it through the season? Is the question, man.
This is gonna be a great season,
man. I think I'm gonna pre-record the show next week, man.
We can't do it. The people want us. They want us. They want us here. 6 Eastern, 5 Central. We here Sunday. We here. Yes.
Hey, but I'm putting your comments up. DC will baby change.
But you gotta say the whole thing.
Stop, man. Stop it, man. Y'all got my side hurt today, man. Y'all.
DC will make me change my name. That's so funny. Hey, keep that. Yo, keep that for real. Though. Keep that. That's dope. That's dope.
He's saying this y'all to get it. Expect to get roasted on his birthday.
His birthday
name.
That's. I really want to know, like, is Brock? Is that really his birth name? Come on, come on, come on, man.
I can't, man.
Let's not do this.
I cannot, man. This is crazy, man. This man.
Alan actually got a good question though. He said,
oh man, hold up.
Yeah, DC will big. Hey, we got to team up. That's hilarious. Said, I'm not sure about the Pac-12 versus SEC. I am. I'm pretty sure about that. But what I'm saying is the boy is considered to be a top 10 coach with the top 10 to 15 staff at Alabama, and Alabama still has one of the most talented rosters, which is basically what I said. I said with him beating Oregon twice, which we saw last week that they are very high on Oregon in the Big Ten. He beat them twice. I mean, you got Dylan Gabriel coming back. You really got a good defense coming back at Oregon. He beat that team twice. So why isn't he a favorite going into the season to win the SEC championship?
Okay, let me pose this question to y'all, to you and PhD, and to everybody with this Pac-12 stuff.
Okay,
I'm like I said, I just said that because I'm gonna be nice today. I'm not gonna, do the normal DC Wolf. My question for you guys is: this same team that the boy beat twice.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to that same team when they came to Georgia and played Kirby Smart in the Dome? Tell me what.
That's a different season. That's a different season. That's the 2022 season. That's a different season. That's a different season now. That's a different season.
Though, when that specific team, they was like when Bo Nix went to that team, they had an NFL line. They was a great team. The boy beat them the year before that too.
That's a different season with a first-year head coach, with a first-year starter at quarterback. That's a different season in a new system that actually fit better to his skill set. Now, I'm just gonna be a great listener today because it goes back. It goes back to my point that I made about that was the SEC last year was top heavy. They were a top-heavy conference. If you look at the schools and the records in the Pac-12, you had 3 teams that won 10 or more games. The next 4 ranked won 8 games. They won 8 or more games. And then the bottom half of it won 5, 6, 7. You look at the SEC, when the conferences break down, I think the SEC West had 3 teams that won 10 or more. The East had 2 teams that won 10 or more. And then every other team in the West, the only team, I think the next team that won the team that won the most games in the West was the West was 7 games, and then the next team that won the most games in the East was 9. So if you look at it from all together, you had a more balance in the Pac-12, which made for more competitive games in the Pac-12. You had, I mean, the SEC was top heavy. It was top heavy. It's just what it was. It was just a top heavy conference last year, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that we're top heavy. Top heavy.
Lord have mercy.
And if you and then excuse me, and then the question that the criticism that I hear all the time about the SEC is, if the SEC is so good, why is Alabama and Georgia the only 2 teams that make the college football playoffs every year? That's the question I get. I mean, from all the forums that I read, from everything that I read about college football, if the SEC is so good, why are those 2 teams? And that's why I say you put LSU in there, because LSU did win the national championship one year. Why are they the only 2 teams, Alabama and Georgia, that consistently make the college football playoff every year? Why aren't there other teams that's making jumps to get there, to get to that point, to be in the conversation? So, I mean, I just posed the question. I have my rebuttal to it, but I just posed the question to see what people think. That's all.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all have the show today. I'm gonna let y'all have I'm gonna let y'all have this show today, bro, because this is ridiculous. Okay. This stuff y'all talking ridiculous, talking about the SEC was worse than the Pac-12. It's man, that's bro. I mean, let me not say that, because DC is becoming a better version of himself. Everybody opinions matter.
They do.
That's why I'm gonna just let y'all.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they don't.
No, everybody opinions matter. Just because they are contrary to yours, they matter, because in the grand scheme of things, really nobody opinion is 100% just the truth. It's an opinion.
Okay, well, yeah,
and you can throw everybody's opinion in the sea and it won't matter. So we respect everybody's opinion.
You're right.
We're talking about football. You know what I'm saying? This is a football forum. We're talking Auburn, Alabama. So, man, all the Auburn opinions you have, it might be a different purview and a different way of thinking, but it doesn't mean it's less than my opinion. So, this is DC trying to be a better version of himself and let people express their opinions, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so I'm doing that next week. It won't. That's just for this week. But anyway,
that's crazy.
She said, I ain't gonna put my knees in my chest. I was just biting my tongue. You know what I'm saying? Just anyway.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be, nice, let everybody, think they come here and they can express their opinion.
Yeah.
Oh God, here we go. With that.
His name is DC. Made me change my name. That's his name.
Yeah, Bubba said he think we go 7. We about to get out of here. I'm trying to catch up, let everybody's voice be heard. She said, y'all chill on DC. Actually don't.
Actually don't. That's good.
That's what's up, man. Never. Okay. Yeah, bro. That's
I don't even know what that means.
Oh God. Now we in here talking. Oh Lord. Gee.
Come on, DC. I gotta tight. Okay. Come on, DC.
Come on, DC, on what?
He talking about the Pac-12 and the SEC debate.
I just can't really believe y'all really believe the Pac-12 was better than the SEC last year.
Yeah, I do. I stand on business about that. Stand on business.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. Really? Nick Fraser's burner? Wow. Okay. All right. That might be Kevin Durant. It might be. No, this is funny. You're right. I do need a haircut. You are correct. I haven't had an edge up in like a good 3 weeks. You're right. I haven't 3-4 weeks. I haven't had an edge up. So thank you for pointing out the obvious, Nick Fraser's burner. I appreciate that.
Ms. Wolf say keep it classy.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Nick Fraser's burner. What's up, man?
Biz Wolf about keeping it classy. Exactly, man. We have women and kids in here, man. So y'all got to keep it classy for real, though.
This is great.
You got women and kids, man.
This is great. Man,
your opinion is the only one that what?
I'm pretty sure you meant to say that matters. I'm pretty sure that's what the king of the comments was trying to say.
Okay, we didn't get to none of the stuff we were supposed to get to, but that's okay.
We didn't.
We got to nothing.
No, we didn't.
Nothing. I mean, nothing we were supposed to get to. Nothing.
The callers moved the show today.
We got to nothing. We got to nothing.
Shout out to the callers. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. DC Wolf's biggest hater.
That's a great one. DC Wolf's biggest hater. DC Wolf made me change my name. Nick Frazier's burner. Man, it's
PhD.
Travail.
Oh man. All right, we about to get out of here, bro.
Yeah, we got to, man. We went way over time. Way over time.
Yeah, we way over today, but it is what it is, man. I got to get. Oh,
it's all right.
You're right about this. We're gonna end this with DC was biggest hater. This is gonna be the last one. King of the comments, we got a hole where he did.
Yes.
Yeah. The whole
that summarized the whole
sentence. He left out the whole word. All right, man. Nick, where can they find you, man?
Hey, man.
They gonna find you. They can find you with PhD on y'all show. The Pac-12. The Pac-12 is greater than the Big 2. On the Pac-12 show.
You can find us at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. We're here on these YouTube streets. Search us in the search bar at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. We have an announcement coming up this week. So make sure you listen and tune in because y'all might want to jump in on this one. It's gonna be it's gonna be good. It's gonna be dope. So we got an announcement coming up. So and of course we talk a lot of pro sports as well, and we talk college football, but we talk a lot of pro sports. So if you like listening to podcasts, you can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, excuse me, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio as well. And follow us on Instagram at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast and on Twitter at the Coolest Pod 23. So yeah. Appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. And first off, Nick Frazier's burner. I do not sneak in the fridge at night. If I do, I'm going to get me some water and probably some gummy worms because I like gummy worms. And I'm not eating all the sweet treats because I'm trying to stop it. How am I steal sweet treats out of my own house? I don't get that. How am I steal sweet treats out of my own house?
Sticking in there, anybody.
Yes,
DC was a bigger hater. I can't put that one up.
I like these guys. I like these guys, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Y'all can find me somewhere taking an aspirin after this show.
This is great. This is great.
Y'all can find me taking an aspirin somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I might lay out next week. But yeah, I'll be next week, 6:30 Eastern. It is what it is, man.
Oh, it's 6:30 Eastern next week? We 6:30 next week?
6. Y'all got me confused. 6 Eastern, man.
We here 6 Eastern next week, 5 Central. We here. Football season's right around the corner, ladies and gentlemen. We already at the end of July, basically. So I think week 0 games are August 23rd, and the actual season. Mm-hmm. And the actual season starts August 31st. So we like 6-7 weeks away from the start of football season, man. Let all your people know, man. We will be here. Let them know, man. Grow the family, grow the audience. We are trying to lead in Paul Feinbaum on the SEC network. We want to be that show. Make us great. I'm
wondering if I should pre-record the show next week, but I'll see.
No, man. I like the interactions. I love the interactions.
So Nazareth, man.
Shout out to Uncle Tim. Tim to give me my.
And we talking about having call-in shows too.
Yes,
the football season. It's off the chains now, man.
It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have it. This is gonna be a great season, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all get ready, buckle in. It's gonna be a great
6 Pacific time. No, we're not 6 Pacific time.
Ooh, I be sleep by then.
Yeah.
I be sleep by then. Oh no. That time.
You say you gonna be on time. You say you never on time. Trill, you never on time. All right, man. We'll see y'all, bro. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Eastern, 5 Central, man.
Yes.
Great to have y'all on. We'll see y'all next week.